guys. This time for real. Alright, here we are. Wow. We survived. Who would have thought? Welcome to my drip shop where I make outfits and such. Perhaps we'll make a drip guide today. Perhaps not. Patch 14 in 2 hours said who on earth would say patch 14? There's no, first of all, they're all on vacation, dude. There's not even anyone to say patch 14 2 hours. Yeah, I said it's not today. So what does that mean to you? Part of me. You're surely trolling me. You've been here a long time, Art of me. You're surely trolling me. The FTG of the past would have been rage baited that easily. Not anymore. We've learned. What's up, Osborne? What's up, Ephesians? We are gaming today. There's much gaming to be done. What's up, Kyle? What is up? What happened? Just FTG things, dude. You know how it be. It's tough living out here. Is the man himself FTG back? That may be true. Or maybe I just got Jim carried. Alright. When is the patch coming as the first comment? Dude, so probably late this month or early next month. Loving your builds, brother. No problem, Pev. We will have all the builds you'll ever need for all the patches in Space Marine 2, as is tradition here at FTG. Though they really need to do like a huge balance swap in this game, because at the moment, a lot of these builds have remained the same for like 4 patches now? 3 patches? A bit excessive. Some of them are actually identical to like patch 10 and patch 9. Whatever. That would be, dude. Having a Monday on a Sunday, dude? What do you mean? I don't believe in weekdays. Osborne, I think the tier 1 for 10 months. 10 months, dude. Holy fucking moly. I keep forgetting that I have to go and do a, I haven't been streaming that much, so I have to go and still do my Stoleless thing whenever he's not busy. Whenever I'm not busy. But it's been a week, my god, chat, it's been a week filled with bureaucracy. You have no idea, okay? I've had to do proper errands with the government, and we hate the government. So, it's been a bureaucratic nightmare, but that's okay. But then I got a haircut, but, like, my barber genuinely fucked my shit up and took my last $20 cash. That wasn't cool. At that point, I just went for a straight buzz and just said we're starting from ground zero. Okay. So what are we gonna play today? What are we gonna play today? Let's see what we got. Oh no, chop the FTG. I like chopped my hair. I just buzz cut. I don't even care anymore, dude. I look better with a buzz cut than a whatever the fuck they were cooking. I'm gonna bet 5 months without smoking if they put patch 14 this month. You might be on a nicotine withdrawal, brother. You were too chief. That's actually a pretty big possibility. They might not do it this month. Why don't we do a rapid fire Melta build? How about that? We are getting way more cape options next patch, so there is that. I seen you help the one VTuber the three-way solo operation. You came like a total Chad, carried those two non-prestige lower levels. Is that Froggy and Hank? Is that the other video? Yeah. I do remember that. Or was that the one with Miwa and Froggy where Miwa was stuck to the ground permanently? Yeah, we're gonna go and you know, the VTuber collabs are surprisingly funny ass content. Let's grab the so we're just gonna go for like full discipline here. Let's see, additional supplies. I mean, this probably is the best setup for this one. I mean, you could go I guess we could go multi-kill, couldn't we? But where's the fun in that, you know? Who needs a multi-kill when you can have armor back, right? And finally, at last chat, today is not a horrific day in terms of, like, pure summer heat. So we're kind of okay. Alright, let me fix this up, and then we'll play a game. And then we'll probably do some community games too. And then Jeff might be on later. I know you're supposed to do something today. And then next week, Hank and I might be playing. We'll see. If there's not some crazy ass reveal. Though I'm pretty sure we're not getting a ton for Space Marine 2 for a little bit here. This next patch is not going to be super substantial. I'm more curious to see like what huge upgrades they do to the existing weapons, because that's really all that's here, right? Does Saber have a set date on when it's dropping? See, this is why I put out a release date window thing. And then, like, you always have a bunch of commenters that go, like, how is this a release date window? Everybody would know this is when it's going to come out. But, like, clearly not. People ask me every single stream, right? Clearly not. This is why I don't go live. So I don't have to answer the same question 17 times. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We shall... Let me just check what I did for this. What's the best setup on this one? Probably just multi-kill for ammo economy if you really wanted that, but Restoration's a better perk. Definitely. Versatility is also quite strong here, but Overwhelming Power is also a very potent perk effect, especially for the multi-melt. We're trying to max out our gamer damage. Chidori here, I think of the Prime for 4 months. I saw somebody quoting me on an Instagram reel the other day about the Salamander's Power Sword. They were like, oh, it's not that bad, except they used it on the wrong class it doesn't even work on to, like, prove their point, which is fucking hilarious to me. Some of us just don't read or listen. What do you call it? Howdy, y'all. What's up, Craze? Don't they usually drop on Tuesdays or Thursdays? Yeah, they don't drop a patch on a Sunday, ever. Say that. And they've only ever... I think they dropped one on a Friday. 1 point. What's good, FTG and lads? What's up, Stolas? How are you doing? I was just talking about you, actually. Wait and see on that one. Yeah. The Salamander's Power Sword, I mean, I'm gonna be real, it's the best power sword in the game for fencing, either way, even if it stays exactly the same and they nerf the power rake effect. Orion Pax, for tier 1 for 4 months, brother. Okay, we're gonna heavy... Yeah, so I think the new heroics look pretty good. I think they actually did a pretty good job. Their perk effects are just nutty, and they need like a few balance tweaks. However, that does not inherently mean it's gonna be shit. I also might pull out like the last time to use the new build, because if you guys are unaware, they are nerfing burn aspects. The Deathwatch heavy bolt rifle is just gonna be like, right now, I don't think this weapon is as good for hard strats and operations as a Pyre Blaster, but next patch is undeniable because of this one. Even just like both this and the grenade launcher here and the bolt carbine is probably like the top 3 weapons for that for this class, and because the automatic bolt carbine is just kind of cracked for CHP recovery. Melter rifle is also pretty good, but this weapon here, these are gonna be the 2 best next patch, like guaranteed. This weapon right now is overall better for hard strats and operations because you are not reliant on ammo boxes for your grenades at all. They built rifle supremacy since patch 6, dude. Definitely not since patch 6, dude. There's what the fuck are we talking? This is the best one by far. You know, if they wanted to make this one worse, they shouldn't have given it like the same damage and like better accuracy than some of the other versions. But this one is actually kind of cracked. Is a semi-auto bull carbine viable over the stalker? I think it's better right now. I straight up think it's better. This one's kind of busted. I don't know why they made this one better on the headshot than this one, but what do you fucking do, dude? I ain't complaining. Actually, yes, I am. I complain all the time. What do you call it? That's... Yeah, so let's just do it this way. Alrighty then. Shall we take it to purgation or the operation? Inferno maxing? Reclamation maxing, perhaps? Great value Dante update build when they give me a heroic Inferno pistol. I really hope they actually give us a Perdition pistol, guys. I use the scope heavy built rifle deals 20% less headshot damage than it should. The UI lies to you. The UI lies to you in this game all the time, dude. This game has probably like the worst new player experience in terms of like telling you how it actually functions of any game I've played in recent memory. Did Primaxing, dude? No, how about just Inferno spam, dude? This is FTG. What are you talking about? This is the Inferno spam area. Why not just take this thing and kill a bunch of Tyranid Primes? Because I ain't no bitch. I'm going in. I might have to swap. The only reason I don't like this mission is by yourself. The generator portion kind of sucks, so I'll just swap over to this real quick for that. Or a rate of fire version, because the heroic's not going to do much for me in that spot. Or maybe even just like a heavy bolter. Just to clear off those areas. Yeah, we'll see that. Primarch class when, Mr. FTG? FTG, when is the Primarch class coming? FTG, do you think we'll see Sisters of Battle and Space Marine 2 as a playable new faction? Yeah, bro. It's all coming. Doll, thank you for the tier 1. Yo, Business Friday, watch your YouTube videos. First time seeing you live. Seeing you live. I do life every day. But I am live now. In general, what melee weapon type do you think is the weakest? Block fencing or balance fencing? It's funny to say fencing when fencing also has like arguably the most overpowered weapon for defense in the entire game with the Argent Edge, but like I don't think that's really a result of the fencing parry window as much as it is a result of that heroic weapon being cracked. You see the data mine animations for the one-handed Thunderhammer? Yeah, I have a whole video on it, bro. Got a whole ass video on that. Everybody knows FTG is Saber CEO, dude. I fucking love it when people say like, so why did some people don't even know what a public test server is for this game, and they literally say like, oh, the devs gave you early access. Why are you talking about early access? Aren't you under NDA for this? I'm like, are we just? What are we doing, dude? It's in the title. It's called public test server. Do you think you will get Total War 40k in Space Marine 2? It's a tricky question. Will we get all of Total War 40k in Space Marine 2? Yeah, it's a hard question, brother. I'll try to answer it as best I can, but my immediate reaction is no.
Remain vigilant. The Xenos infestation goes deep in this ship. En route to Ordnance Depot.
Now this shit is actually epic. However, you have to be a little careful because they will blow your shit up. Or you'll run out of ammo very quickly in this build. Bone Saw Meal, I think the Prime. Blood Angels are like my 9th favorite chapter, and you're like maybe my 9th favorite viewer because of that. Possibly lower depending on what's in the other 8. But you hardcast yourself. I just came back after a year off and enjoying your videos, so I can help out, man.
What is your status, Talassa? Clearing our avenue of approach, Phaedrus. Good.
If more
We have
people believe
progress
FTG
focus.
is Saber's CEO, he's going to be the CEO for real. Works logic.
Phaedrus, repeat your last message.
Dude, I'd be a terrible CEO for this game. Actually, what would I fix? What would my first push for Saber be? Number 1, FOV for consoles. See, that's a great way to stay in, right?
Talassa, Combat Squad Heraton reporting.
They don't vote you
We lost
out.
Fox contact with Combat Squad Phaedrus. Do you know their status? Phaedrus not responding to Vox. We must consider our brothers
5
lost.
more Blood Angels
Our
cosmetic
objective is to
packs per
secure
year.
the cyclonic warheads at all costs. Encountering heavy Tyranid resistance. Warning appreciated, Heraton. Stand firm and fight
I would also
hard.
hire the greatest devs in the world
Structural integrity
to fix the
rating
parry bug in this
decreased.
game,
Auditory
causing
evidence
many
suggests the
consoles to
vessel is under
overheat
great
and
stress.
explode. No. We just won't give them FOV in siege mode. If they can survive siege mode, they can have an FOV in
Combat
operations.
command beast. Iron Halo ready.
I will backport Space Marine. Listen, also, Space Marine 2 can survive on the Switch. Surely we can get a,
The nearest Xenos vessel.
well, let's go for it. Well, this one guy survived. The guy I wanted the most.
The Xenos infestation is
First move is a premium season pass. Don't tempt me. I would cancel all future DLC for Toxic Commandos and World War Z. And actually, I would just make Saber a purely Space Marine 40k company. And then I would fire Steve Allison.
My shield is charged. Even their champions stand a chance. The ground rumbles.
Look at that executioner's fire on that.
Another Iron Halo ready. Summon up the Xenos to live.
Should kill him probably. Oh, whatever.
Xenos gun beast exterminated. Releasing frag grenade.
Now, I've been a little willy-nilly with my ammunition usage here, so maybe what we call a pickle. But that's okay. I continue to be a bit ambitious. I was...
Combat Squad Heraton reporting in.
Now, this class is actually like hilariously good against my
Those
Norse.
are my squad brothers. I am cut off from our planned route to the ordnance depot. Calculating a new route based on your report, Heraton. Standing by. Be advised. The cruiser's crew managed to execute security protocols before they were overrun by the Xenos route.
Should be enough. Okay, we got 3 shots back. Look at that. Elite restoration. This really was elite. That was a box. That's gonna be ammo for sure. That's the only downside of this build is your ammunition ain't the best, but your gun's damage output is kind of nuts. Now, also just keep in mind we're playing true solo, so It can actually be a bit obnoxious. Just like an abrasive hour can be a bit obnoxious. Manic, thank you for the Imperial Guard join. Welcome, welcome. May your 5 emotes be incredible. And very guardsman-like. Maybe one day we'll have 6. My friend keeps trying to sell me on all the heavy melee upgrades, especially the Prestige one. Your friend's dumb. I'm just kidding. Maybe it's not dumb, but your friend's wrong. The heavy melee perks are... Well, the Prestige one's okay. But the melee enhanced one's not very good. It's actually the core perk tree. I mean, you can take the Prestige. That one's just more value overall, and also this class kind of has like a dead perk slot anyways. Because like the only perks you take 100% of the time, in my opinion, are Conviction, Indomitable Spirit, and Auxiliary Reload, and then the last one's up to you.
I need a mission status update from all remaining combat squads. Combat Squad Heraton here, redirecting along newly advised.
Do you have any homebrew ideas?
Combat Squad Octavio.
Right, homebrew ideas.
Cyclonic armament.
Somebody came up with a really funny one the other day.
Talassa, you are nearing the reactor.
I mean, who plays heavy to melee? It's all about the sweet, sweet DACA. Yes, the sweet, sweet DACA of my multi-melta.
All squads, we have updated
Our outfit may be a little incorrect right now, by the way, because we have a black Templar shoulder on our black Viper, so that is a bit awkward, but...
Your new orders are to destabilize the reactor. Cause a temperature spike.
Who's your favorite band? My favorite Chaos War band is surely what you mean, because nobody would ever just ask me a random music question, right?
Reactor's cooling console. Disable the emergency blast shields.
Give Heavy the Thunder Hammer. Okay. So we actually have like infinite ammo here. Kind of.
Their attacks will shatter a light.
That gives us the opportunity to do this. Where'd he go?
To be trampled underfoot.
I can't see shit.
They send their strongest, only to see them falter. Let steel reign.
Back.
Do not let that one conjure reinforcements. Destroy those mines. Firewall. It must be destroyed.
FTG, want to join my warband? Do I want to join the warband of a man named Slanesh Goon Champion? Let me think about that. Listen, when I hit rock bottom, message me again.
Even their champions stand. Emergency blast shields retracting. Warning. Coolant rods exposed. Talassa, I need you to disable
FTG be a demon prince of Slanesh? Oh, what? That is slander.
Practical. Open fire on exposed plasma rods.
They do the same thing as Goon Champion. Anywhere in the heavy rework, it's going to be in year 3. Like I said. Don't expect that next patch. Oh, a Sanctified Wrath Reticle. That actually seems cool.
Xenos acting as ablative armor to target. Registering extreme temperature fluctuation. Plasma cooling efficacy severely reduced. Excellent, Talassa. You will need to repeat the
Do you think there's too much range spam in the game right now? Last patch I think there was like a weird amount, but this patch no. I see when Tech Marine came out, snipers were like genuinely everywhere.
Xenos parasites! Thin their numbers.
I've done some emote art for Lord Master Sotech before. If you're looking for new emotes, hit me up. I actually might be. But also, every artist who's ever told me to do that has been a scammer, so. not that you're a scammer, but like, you know, these it has been this. Where do you? Whatever. We have the boom boom. We perform at a different level, a different fire rate.
Infestation is dead now.
Yes, the relic.
Vitalizing relic of ancient.
Yeah, we might run out of ammo at the end. Perish, perish.
All destroyed. We cannot stop until the galaxy's purged.
Oh. I'm still upset at the accuracy of the way the Melt of Fire is made. Everything else was chef's kiss. Well, you're about to get a heroic version that will probably be the same for the heavy one or the multi-melta whenever that comes out. It turns into like a slow firing single shot weapon. Now, is the damage where it should be on that right now? I mean, like, no, but one day it might be. Okay. This should get it. Probably have the range to hit them with the Melta. It actually goes pretty far, you'd be surprised. Well, I guess you are surprised. You said you're surprised. It is quite done. Do I care about reactor force or shots? No. My elevator. You know, all the elevators in this map remind me of Dead Space. Good day, Imperium. What is up, Target Tank?
Have you received word from our brother in Combat Squad Heraton? His approach vector should have taken him through the technical underbelly. No transmissions from Combat Squad Heraton received. Understood.
Let me save a bit of ammo.
We remain under heavy Tyranid assault. Expectation. Tyranids will withdraw from your locus, allowing you time to extract. This is ill-advised, Talassa. If you do not bring the reactor to detonate, the cyclonic warheads will be wasted. Combat Squad Octavio will redouble our efforts to draw the Tyranids away from your position instead. Ground the Xenos filth no quarter, Octavio. Iron Halo ready.
Chaos rules, the Corpse Emperor rules. That's the kind of lame joke I'd expect from a Chaos follower.
Even their corpses insult the glory of the God Emperor. Iron Halo online.
What's up, brother FCG? What's up, Weep Weep? We're currently multi-melta maxing at the moment. I think the rapid fire melta is like super underrated. It's actually quite strong. You just have to be a little careful with how you manage your ammo, but as long as you note the fact that your gun is a incredibly potent device of DPS and you want to save it for like massive amounts of burst, you should be fine. Okay, where is he floating over to? Wherever he wants, right? See, this is where the melee perk for Prestige can come in handy sometimes. Because a double shot on that would be nice. What are we gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, give me an Extremis.
My shield is charged. Order returns to the very source.
This is an awkward. This is the only problem with this thing, is the ammo economy. This isn't the best spot for this anyways, but well, I choose one or the other. I'd rather choose the wave.
They send their strongest, only to see them falter. Iron Halo unlocked.
Oh, here, I did it up here. Or something. Guy's probably about to go in rage. Not be killing him. That should be enough. Oh. They get a range damage reduction when they do that, so you gotta be a little careful.
This sector is cleansed of tyrannic presence.
A lovely day once again. If I ever join your warband, you join my community Discord. That's basically my warband, right? Wish they had some more guns to attack me with the Pyroblasters are too much. I mean, the Pyroblaster now is probably not too much. I also don't know if the Pyroblaster would even be, like, as good as a Deathwatch on him anyways. Especially now. That class really likes having the option to, get all of his contested health back instantaneously, and that's what the Deathwatch does for him in the first place. War Vegeta, I think the Prime finally hit 40 million hours in Space Marine 2. Suck at heretics. The first hero Dreadnought. Yeah, just give me some centuries, maybe millennia, and we'll do that. How would I feel if I was actually a Dreadnought in this game? How would that make me feel emotionally and physically? Physically, awful. Emotionally, I'll be varying. Me, when the only chats I can see are the minuscule percentage of my supporters. Womp womp, bye fuck ass. Bye. Oh yeah, look at that. You've been saying cool in this overly hot weather, brother. It's actually not that bad right now.
Intercepting projectiles. This Ravener has despoiled its last swathe of land.
All the messages, like, he doesn't read my messages, and it could have picked a different message at that time, and he would have read it. Well, we have 3 chats with, like, probably at least, I don't know, a few dozen messages at, like, at certain times, like at least a dozen messages. I'm also playing a game. There is also that. So usually I read my chats between executes. Whatever's there is there.
Security protocols dictate that only acclaimed principal saboteurs have entry authorization. Scan the eyes of saboteur casualties.
Infestation is staring them out.
It's going on, Daniel, a long time in the OC.
Checking remains.
It's true. This is the guy who just calls me Daniel.
Objective requires eyeballs for security access.
I didn't die? That's shocking.
Another alien falls to the
First tour, Daniel, FTD. It's all true.
The armory provides.
What's up, Black Dog?
Engaging search.
Leaked his real name. Yeah, dude, Daniel's definitely my real name. It's actually, he tried to call me my real name, or he thought it was my real name, but he somehow missed it, despite it being incredibly easy public knowledge. And that's where the joke came from. Made a chaos channel with Discord since FTG's a cultist, our leader. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that.
Engaging search.
Actually, it's gonna be the last one. What's up, dude? What's up, little Timmy?
Biometric security codes recovered.
Raven are underfoot. They are calling for raid. Punish them. If more are to come, then they too will be purged.
Sound more like a David, dude. I'll take David. I'll take David over Daniel, dude. How about you give me something, I don't know, unique? But we do have a fuck ton of melter rounds. What's that? Oh. They're also dead. See, this is where a multi-kill will be useful, but we don't do that shit.
Ocular biometrics confirmed. Maintenance grade Delta Mu 2839. Access granted. Proceed to objective.
Awkward.
They said we are the exterminators of the carbon. Iron Halo ready.
His first name is Greg. His new name is Greg. Well, that's actually Crackduck's name, so I don't think I can take that. There can only be one Greg, right? That works.
My war gear is satisfied.
FTG, are you fascinated to the Heretic Cosmetics for the PvP? I don't even care for Heretic chapters usually, I'm gonna be honest, but I like the champion skins they had for them. They were cool, but like those are also all old news at this point. They've been around for like a year.
Primary objective ahead.
There's a 1 Greg limit. I'm glad you all understand. You're such an understanding chat, except for that one guy. Ow.
That reactor must be destroyed. Honor our prize. Honor our chapter.
Oh, it just went right through him. Or just didn't right hit him. He does kind of go into a different profile there, doesn't he?
Aerial strike imminent.
Even the champions stand a chance.
Bang.
Attack from above incoming.
My shield is charged. It's under their edifices. That peaceful Xenos is but an abhorrent planet. With bows and blades shall we smite. Iron Halo ready.
Actually does a lot of damage, but I'm actually running out of ammo on this modifier. But you will also get some ammo back off of one of these guys if you kill him.
Aerial strike imminent.
We're so incredibly cool guy. I know your thought might be, FTG, why wouldn't you use the multi-melt against them? Well, that's because we don't have a lot of ammo, chat. And guys who may or may not be, viewing in the future.
Attack from above incoming.
Oh. I actually don't think we have a lot of ammo from this box left.
Armored in shield.
We'll see this though. Oh, we have the parry bonus. We're just gonna kind of melt them. Get it? It's a multi-melta.
One target down. Remaining target enraged. Surviving prime displaying extreme ferocity. Apex Tyranid suppressed. Now engage the console to cripple the reactor.
Just a little just a little humble phase blast, There are many humble weapons in the Imperium, aren't there?
The gyroscopic containment shielding prevents catastrophic plasma dispersion. Plasma cores are now exposed.
Have you tried Tech Marine Soul Absolute Vortex map? Yes, there's somewhere on the channel. Actually, probably there's multiple on the channel.
Reactor critical to Lhasa.
He's actually not too bad on the that's my build to use though. But Tech Marine's actually pretty good. Not the best for solo, but like the things that make him bad in solo aren't too present in the Vortex piece unless you get knocked over constantly. The rest of the map though, gracious.
Core detonation is now a mathematical certainty. Approaching egress point. Hurry! The cruiser has begun breaking apart. We will wait as long as we can. Plasma cascade in reactor cooling chamber. Multiple hull breaches detected egress. Bracement. If not for your valor.
We do love the multi-melta, don't we? A fan favorite, they say. Who says that? Everyone in this game since launch. This is the glazed gun. Huh. A lot of guys. It's reclamation though, so that makes sense. What could possibly be next? Actually went a lot more smoothly than I expected, not gonna lie. FCG, you got a favorite 40k faction? Let me see. What is first to regards as his favorite 40k faction? Eldari, of course. Taking class requests? Sometimes. Not right now, this like exact second, but sometimes, yes, that is something we do on the occasion. The carpal tunnel syndrome. It really is, isn't it? Well, actually, this gun's the carpal tunnel syndrome. Marksman carbine? Huh. Where's the multi-melta heroic? It's coming, like all the other ones eventually. They're all coming. One day. All right, boyos. What's a fun little build we can do? Dante? You guys like Dante? I mean, Chapter Master Dante is a very fun build. I just get like actual anxiety over the idea of having to Have you seen the animation they data mined for new one-hand Thunderhammer? I think you already asked me this, and I think I said I made a whole video on it. But yes. Yes, we have seen that. There was also a cool mod somebody made. Now, Pank and I will probably be playing Halo Combat Evolved when that comes out, or Halo Reach at some point. We played Firefight for a bit the other week. That was a real hoot. Hey and G, what is up with the Prime sub? Thank you very much, brother. I think the new hero power sword will be the best in the class by far. For fencing, it already is. It already is. For the... Compared to block, probably not. It depends what they put it on, okay? I mean, the thing is, the window on it right now, that they're probably, like, guaranteed to keep, is identical to a block window and an Argent Edge. So, like, that's all pretty good. We don't mind that. Fencing at a high bar, it might actually be the best power sword though, because I'd much rather have a... I would much rather have a 0-frame startup on like a fencing weapon and a block than other things in the game. Like, balance windows suck. Those all suck. We hate those. This other stuff, we don't mind that. Here's a fun build idea. Heroic Instigator Carbine, plus Tip of the Spear, plus Grim Determination, plus Inner Fire, plus collateral damage. Because we're just going to be punting them with kicks in the face all day. So they actually buffed up the Neo Volkite a while back. You have 5,200 hours in Halo Master Chief Collection. I mean, respectable. What do you think is the best melee on Tech Marine? The best melee weapon is the Argent Edge. The most fun melee weapon is the Omniscient Axe balanced. And also the Xenophase is quite good in them. Anything that's not a block weapon on this class, really. Starter frames are no bueno, indeed. I'm glad we understand. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Now, the sniper build I showed the other day, this really is just like the best sniper build. This is probably just the best solo build in the entire game. Which is just Bull Carbine, whatever secondary you want, really, and then Argent Edge, and just go burr with Lingering Concealment and Targeted Shot and Purification. It's pretty nuts. It's really, really hard to go wrong with that. You know what else is hard to go wrong with? A little bit of Tech Marine.
Steel yourselves, bro.
What were we wearing this time? Not what we want. We want an Iron Hand successor. Ooh, it's actually, look, Iron Lords look pretty cool on these guys. Actually, a Sons of Medusa sniper. I don't think I've ever done that. I fuck with it. Now, next patch, they are bringing over the Tech Marine helmet to this guy. Can you show this build again? I missed it. Well, it's on the channel, so... It's like the last video I posted if you're curious about it. If you want a full breakdown of that build. Purification really feels like it should be a prestige perk. Okay, if Purification was a prestige perk, it would actually, like, you would never not take it, ever. Holy shit. It'd be more broken than it already is. FTG, I imagine a new power rack, same stats to the Argent Edge. What do you think? I mean, it would just be another Argent Edge at that point, right? Why would you want that? You got the same heroic effect? FTG, do you have a first true solo video? I mean, you just take the sniper build as that, but sure, I can make that at some point. Why not? There are many things I will get to. I've gone to a lot of the stuff I want to make, but it takes time, you know. I'm a one-man show here. Some people think I have a team. That's not true. FTG is a one-man show. I haven't even hired an artist in my entire life for this fucking shit. This is all just me. It's whatever time I have. That is how I make my stuff. Every thumbnail is made by me. Every single video is edited by me. I've never hired anybody. So some shit just takes time. What do you call it? Maybe that'll change one day, but... You work with the Cadian 8th. True. We're on the streets, you're looking for hire. That is true. I do have an editor, but I'm just... An editor I've known for like 2 years. He's actually a good friend of mine too, and he's like and I can underpay him, and he also went to school for this, so he's very talented, and he thinks that all of my content's a joke, but that's okay. We love him anyways, Josh, wherever you may be. We pay him, but in raisins. The ongoing meme. I have a bet with him on whether or not I'll actually hire him in the next 4 months. It'd be funny. All right, we'll wear this. We'll do, I don't know, what works best for this helm? Probably this one, right? Actually, not really. Let's do... do it like this. Go for like an infinite ammo build on this one. You will never run out of ammo on this last Fusel build. Just straight up. It is... You'd have to go out of your way, genuinely. Infinite ammo for a clear build, pretty much. What I would call this one. Also, it's Josh. I see. It's always Josh, dude. Little rascal. Guys like my antennas? I only have 2. One day. How many do we need? We're pretty close. We're approaching. We're approaching, guys. This feels rather tech marine-y. I feel like there should be more we can do with the robotic parts here. Whatever. So they are buffing this up in the future. But our secondary should be fine for now. This one's getting buffed, so I mean we can still use it here, but for favorite Vanguard build, I don't think I have a favorite Vanguard build. Probably Bull Carbine something. I don't find Vanguard to be a very fun class. I think he's been very left behind. He has like two play styles. You play him execute Vanguard, which is by far the strongest option for him, or you play him not that, and it all feels the same. You either have kick damage or you don't. If you find the grapple, you should do it up close. So those would be the changes I would suggest for Vanguard.
Our path to
Certainly.
Aurora is barred by the It is a sacred relic, filled with ancient splendor, brimming with power undimmed.
Now this is a stupid amount of ammo we have in this last pistol, so we can kind of just spam
the
it.
battle barge for the duration of this conflict. It will then be returned to your care. Very
Though I will
well.
say the charge time on this is
But
pretty
you will
long.
need my assistance in placating such an ancient machine spirit.
We don't care.
Assist the Adeptus Mechanicus in launch preparations and await our targeting guidance, Talata. We should be on the ground shortly. Make sure that battle
Overkill?
barge is ready.
No, because we didn't hit him at all.
Consider it done, Lieutenant. Utilizing material.
Can't be overkill if we miss.
Chameleon line engaged. Rearming walking.
How would you buff Vanguard? Make it so his melee perks actually fucking work.
Down here.
Number 1. And don't give him like pathetic amounts of damage. Melee Champion is like a genuinely hilariously bad perk in damage calculation. It's really one you should never take if you're trying to, like, it does arguably next to nothing. Oh, this is rude. There were like a million ways for me to get out of that, like not to. But chief among them was not sit in the corner and walk out of it, but that was one of the options. The other option was shoot my gigantic laser beam at him. None of which we did. We just shoot that guy. Want to? This week is surprisingly difficult. This week is annoying as shit. Poor little guy.
Its deliciousness is haunting. They shall not see me. Applying overwhelming force. Zangor hostile is quick. Traitor assault repelled. Report ammunition status. Chameleon cloak activate.
Why are there so many cultists over there?
Replenishing ordnance.
Oh, like cultists. Throws a firing squad of cultists. I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed. So that's a lot of cultists over there. I shoot him in the ass directly. This is a big spot. Just kidding, it's here.
Escalated counteraction.
Did we get any word when the patch actually does drop? You see, it's funny you guys ask this question every time. First of all, there's no exact patch release date, but given historical timing on every other patch, you can kind of guess when it's going to come out, which is late this month or early next month, probably within the first week. Poe, thank you for the Prime.
Rendered unseen. Most efficient. Vile monstrosity reduced to base. Specialized warrior in action. Light refraction engaged. Enemy reinforcements are en route. Minion of the wall. Purified. Utilizing material.
Kind of obnoxious they did that to me.
Use of tactical dreadnought. Occult tactical preeminence. Block the enemy with summoning reinforcements. Hostile
Wow,
backup inbound.
what a fucking unit of infantry. That's some tough dust in there. Thing.
Light refraction engaged. The traitors unleashed the Zangor spear. Reloading. Utilizing material. Accomplished. Formidable heretic warriors suppressed. Specialized war gear in action. Light refraction engaged. Cycling cartridges.
No scope king with this weapon. This weapon you can kind of just shoot. And we have beam radius on, so if you do take things like precision enhancement on this, you can just like a mile away shoot them, but we don't have that, so you know, it's a little awkward.
Escalated counteraction.
You know, how much force do you think a knife requires to explode a human with a single swipe? Tuesday is Universal Reset Day for gaming. What is that? What does it mean?
They shall not see me. Enemy units call for backup. Call tactical preeminence. Thousand such champion nullified.
Which class I think is the best voice lines? Assault. Assault and Bulwark.
Heretic Terminator executed. exercised of animals.
And Straven.
Slightly arched
I guess that's like almost
thousand sun sorcerer in our sector. Applying overwhelming force.
sounds a Medusa scheme, you know it.
Cast back into the abyss. Escalating counteraction. Traitor leader turned. Chameleon line engaged. Specialized warfare in action.
The only downside of lingering concealment with the last fusel is that your last fusel will not break your cloak while it's charging. It's to actually fire off a shot, which is a little unfortunate compared to things like the Instigator and Bull Carbine, which is why those guns are better for lingering concealment, but it's still pretty strong for like lining up your shot.
The heretics will find nothing to salvage from this crushing loss.
Let's see. Oh, crack grenade. That's actually very good.
Warfare in hand. Munitions replenished. Obstacle removed.
My sniper is the way. That better not be a Knuckles joke. That's an old meme, sir. The dead meme. I had a friend who was obsessed with that meme when I was playing RuneScape. I haven't played RuneScape in like 10 years. FTG is an addict. I do have an obsessive personality.
Heretic specialist suppressed. Specialized warfare in action. Minion of the wall. Purify it. Hellspawn vivisection.
When is patch 14 coming out? Probably end of the month or early next month. At the latest, and I would say at the earliest is, you know, late July. That's also when they released the last patch. Now, we got patch 9 last year, like a month after patch 8, and patch 8 was a siege mode update. So, not too bad.
Fresh ammunition acquired. Applying overwhelming force. Formidable heretic warrior suppressed.
What class you run is the sniper.
Chameleon line cloak activated.
I look forward to meeting you IRL. I even prepared a gift for you to further advance our parasocial relationship. What convention is FGG going to be at? Delcon or Adepticon?
Heretic commander eliminated.
Difficulty? This is just a true solo absolute. Not too bad.
Specialized warfare in action. Reloading.
Can you please help me power level? I don't have friends to play with anyone. If you join my community Discord, there are people that help you out all the time with that stuff. And like, there are also people who just play the game casually, so like, I'm sure they'll let you hop in on their absolute games. And that'll level you up pretty fast. Vegetables, you mean? I'm something of a vegetable myself. Now keep in mind, next patch, the heroic bolt pistol is getting way better. So it'll be an improved experience. Guy, I traded to the tier 1 for 11 months. Thank you, brother. This has lasted longer than most of my relationships. Tragic. At least you got one of them over 11.
Understood, Artisan. We will clear the path.
I'm using the Pyre for ad clear on the highest difficulty. I think the Pyre Blaster is really more so everything clear. Ad clear, boss clear, like really everything's an add to the Pyre Blaster until next patch.
The controls are sluggish but functional.
I sometimes tell people power leveling is a bad idea because leveling is how you learn things with a greater margin for error. I mean, kind of true, but like I power leveled everything in this game the day it came out. I had all the classes maxed for the early access from like the 5-day early window ended.
Most efficient. Applying overwhelming force. Heretic specialist suppressed. Utilizing material. Terminator. A disgraceful use of tactical dreadnought armor. Our path is clear. You are nearing the vessel's site, Talassa. Ensure nothing further impedes your progress.
What the fuck?
Spearmen encounter brothers. Killed. Tactical preeminence. Zangle successfully terminated.
Oh, Zangors.
Specialized railgear in action. Cut the enemy supply line. Its maliciousness is halted.
How do you cut the voice lines? It's in like the customization. Like you just swap them out in your customizer in that portion, the armor stuff.
Blockage removal complete.
Alright, this is Ass Blaster Avenue. This is where like everything goes wrong on this map. For most classes, not us, of course. The sniper's kinda cracked. Even on like
There are more pressing heresies that need our attention. We will put the arch enemy in our sight shortly. Reloading. Thousands some storming sector. Assume defensive positions. Must eradicate that hellspawn. Spawn's critical functions. Traitor, utilizing material. Rendered unseen. Most efficient. Applying overwhelming force. Heretic commander eliminated. Utilizing material. Chameleon line cloak activated. Its maliciousness is halted.
Man, they really made Sniper kind of cracked, huh?
Tactical preeminence.
That wasn't even a.
They shall not see me.
Ever since they nerfed this guy's camo cloak cooldown, it's kind of on crack. Or not nerfed it, they buffed it. I know why they buffed it, but like I don't think they realized the implications of what they did.
Escalating counteraction.
Man, the mighty for the tier 1 for 13 months. Hey gamers, how's your weekend? My weekend is great. We're currently last few soul
Inserting fresh magazines.
thing. One does.
They shall not see me. Remnants stalled 1,000 specialized war gear in action. Munitions replenished. Reloading.
Alright, so we got here. More case for Sniper needed? Most certainly they are. They definitely do need more.
Light refraction engaged. Armor shroud. Thousand Suns champion number. Engage cyber flying overwhelming force.
God, he turned his
Zangor disc rider detected. Foes call upon their reserve forces.
stupid thing.
Tactical preeminence. Zangor hostiles equipped. Utilizing material.
I saw a guy at the airport wearing a Blood Angel shirt yesterday. Shout out that guy. Coolest guy in that whole airport, probably. Zero bias.
Fraction engaged. Rearming war gear. Escalated counteraction.
Heretics are eating good next patch plus. I'm curious to see if that will be more popular in the actual siege mode. Probably for a time period, but it's probably going to be a very undercooked mode by comparison to the others. And I don't think they're going to add a lot of content for it. But then again, they add content for PvP, so you never know.
The only sire's gifts are sometimes unfamiliar.
Having a good spot right now or not? He's definitely in a good spot. He's just not very interesting in terms of like perk selection.
We are under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
That's
We are
bone,
visual on your
or
location.
more like pew. This is a laser
Make
beam,
haste,
but
lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
is that the chaotic winds of a Helbert? No. That means we might only get one this patch, or if we do get another one, it's gonna be
Tactical preeminence. Servant of the dark gods sighted. They shall not see me.
well, the crack grenades come very handy.
Applying overwhelming force.
When you actually hit them on the proper sky.
Fraction engaged. Armor shroud
Like that.
deployed. Traitor leader terminated.
I know I can execute you. It's way more fun to do it this way.
Specialized war gear in action.
Alright.
Block the enemy from summoning reinforcements. Rearming war gear. Fresh combatants.
I made this way more difficult for myself for no reason. Something cool you can do is if you have Emperor's Grace, you just cloak and break this, and you won't get the effect. Or you can just do that beforehand, because invulnerability will just make you immune to everything in the game. But you can also purify after if you want to, but it's more fun to do it that way, I think.
Single specimen rendered inert. Utilizing material.
quit reading, guys. They want me to move the... Oh. Some of the AIs have a fucking joke sometimes.
Heretic presence detected. Chameleon line cloak activated. Heretic specialist suppressed.
Anyways, you get rolled in smoke by new terminus. New terminus in the operations actually isn't too bad. The only thing that's busted about the new boss are his clones, and they're definitely nerfing those because they are way too strong in the BTS. Where they were. They had like they had what came out to be effectively 380 HP, which is higher than a Majora's. I'm pretty sure they had like a set amount to be equal to one, but I've actually practiced against them a lot. Is Sniper your favorite to solo with? No. Sniper's actually pretty boring to solo with. But this is the gameplay loop, is you just cloak, and then you leave the cloak, and you go again. Repeat until dead. Or enemy dead.
Inserting fresh magazines. Rendered unseen. Most efficient.
Hey, FTG, what's a 40k community meme you wish to be made canon? I don't know. I feel like most of them are already kind of based on canon, but... Or like, you know, a misinterpretation of canon in some cases. What the fuck? I don't remember the last time I've seen a boss spawn there. Okay, thank you. Just knocked me out of the portal. Cool guy. Shout out that Rubik Ring.
Chameleon line cloak activated. Tactical preeminence. Crack grenade launch.
I got the parry. I don't know if stuff get hit by the overhead. That's gonna actually kill you in snipers if you get yourself stagger stacked.
Successfully turned specialized
Oh, this fucker, it comes out of the portal with a gun. What a cool guy. Like making Rage Chaos? I mean, what does that mean? Already in the game. You mean the Rage mechanic on guys?
activity quelled. Spec weaponry for functionality. Applying overwhelming force. Formidable heretic warrior suppressed.
For your PC specs in the description. Find them all there, and also the Twitch description.
Utilizing material.
Isn't that a tad bit annoying? Hey FTG, I love your streams. You're definitely my top 10 Space Marine 2 PV solo run streamer, dude. Are there even 10? Are there 10? How many are there? You must watch a lot of Space Marine 2 content.
No turning back. Understood.
Why do you apply for Streamer University, dude? I mean, I can think of many good. Maybe I should, dude. Well, FTG's not actually a streamer. I just happen to be live playing a video game occasionally. I actually hate Twitch. No idea.
Preeminence. Traitor leader terminated. Applying overwhelming force. They shall not see me.
FTG's not actually really just a concept. A rejected concept, really. Aside from the voice pack DLC, the Tech voice, the only voice responds to other classes. I got no fucking idea. No clue. Just something I pay attention to.
Finishing order. Our foes attempt to apply overwhelming force.
Okay.
The enemy bolsters their forces. Ready yourselves.
Face me, sons of Magnus, and tremble!
Formidable heretic warriors. Prince, utilizing material.
Get stomped.
Refreshing armaments.
The minions of the arch-enemy are no more.
Adequate performance noted, Talassa.
We gotta work on taking counts with grace, FTG.
The cogitations are clear.
I don't think. I think it takes away from my aura. Whatever that may be.
Talassa is not there to provide you with protection.
Don't give me a live microphone, okay?
It couldn't possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition. We only require that it reach the enemy vessel and destroy it. I had thought you Astartes.
The engine should provide sufficient lift, but the vessel's fusion batteries are fully depleted. There's no charge.
As you know, I posted a Danny DeVito Space Marine meme, and I got a bunch of angry comments because it was an AI image of Danny DeVito as a Space Marine. People were like, "How dare you?" It wasn't even an image I made. It was just an image of Danny DeVito. And I got hit with endless comments like, "You better watch out. I just have this bodes for your channel." I'm like, this is a shit post. Hold on. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Specialized warfare in action. Hellfront. Its existence is an affront to the Omniscient.
You slop, how dare you post that Danny DeVito image. Don't worry, I took it down to make people happy. I'm easily bullied. Let's grab it. I'll complain about it the whole time.
Without an attendant to guide it, the servo carriage will not advance.
AI will be the downfall of humanity. AI is probably the most useful tool humanity's made in a very long time, but also
Locomotion has ceased.
it has truly created garbage on the internet.
Applying overwhelming force. Light refraction engaged. Utilizing material. The traitors unleash the Zangor spear. They shall not see me. Zangor hostiles equipped. Escalate.
I hear the familiar cry of a,
Disgraceful use of tactical. Rendered unseen. Most efficient. Rearming wargear. Tactical preeminence. Applying overwhelming force. An unholy desecration finally to death. Thousand Suns champion nullified.
What's up, Anthony? Don't you defend the slop, dude. AI is like a tool for like,
Ammunition acquired.
it's like a general humanity tool. OP. AI for YouTube. Dear God.
The heretic servo carriage engaged. Keep your eyes
I
open.
saw that. Thought it was funny. What the fuck is up with these people? Okay, Warhammer. We gotta understand. Gotta understand the ecosystem we're in. This is Warhammer. Warhammer is heavily built on artwork and other things like that. On like on hand-drawn artwork for decades and decades. And AI art alone is like one of the most controversial portions of AI in general, beyond just like, you know, AI videos. But so combine those two things, and a Danny DeVito image becomes controversy to some.
Assuming they possess the ability to extrapolate accordingly.
Surely the ultramarine screener includes for reasoning and spatial awareness.
Considering this plan of theirs, I have my doubts. Specialized wargear in action. Inserting fresh magazines. Chameleon line cloak activated. Mutated wrench dispatched. Utilizing material. Chameleon line engaged. Zangor spearmen and countergrowths. Hit. Silence the enemies before they request backup. Specialized wargear in action.
The whole vulnerable intelligence portion of Warhammer Lore means some fans take it too far. Warhammer 40k fans taking something too far, that's never happened. That was what I'm talking about. It is the most renowned hinged community of all time. Some would call it the shuttleless. Some people. Not me.
Our foes attempt to call up fresh forces. We disrupted the call to arms. Heretic commander eliminated. Escalated counteraction. Reloading.
Yeah, AI should not be used to create anything creatively. It should be restricted to menial tasks, precise calculations, and problem solving. I mean, a little too late for that, don't you think? Now, I'm with you. I think that AI art can definitely be a bad thing, but also the problem is the solution a lot of people have found to this is complain about it, but it's not really going to stop the people consuming it, which there are way more of and say nothing. And once you have an entire generation that's grown up with AI artwork, they're not really going to give a shit as much.
Oh, maybe they will. Engine seer. It does not take a locust to see this act of desperation. Rendered unseen, most efficient. Cyclic cartridge, utilizing material. Heretic sighted, be ready, brothers.
People can do worse content than AI. Well, it's kind of an interesting thing, you know, on the note, YouTube has really cracked down on AI content, which is good because holy shit was my feed being spammed by like actual just AI bots constantly. Of like, you know, these bot accounts would spam out like whatever the fuck, like AI scripts on a movie or something like that. But the issue is that people aren't like not watching these things. They're just trying to regulate it in terms of monetization, which is good. It's like a deterrent, but there are just objectively millions upon millions of people that are just like, probably most children, who are like, AI dog videos? I love this.
Someone must guard the servo carriage. Escalated counteraction. Thousand Suns Terminator unit identified.
I was about to say, I wish I had a melt-a-bomb. There's a melt-a-bomb right up there that I just didn't take.
Someone must guard the servo carriage.
Oh well, I guess we just missed the very shootable barrel because we're really good.
Specialized warrior in action.
Alright.
Applying overwhelming force. Heretic Terminator exercised of animus. Someone must guard the servo carriage. Utilizing material. Chameleon line engaged.
Oh, there's a cloak bug. Do you ever want proof of this class being the best for true solo? What other class has a button that has in the class ability to remove the enemies off your screen sometimes? This one. This one can delete double boss spawns with but a click. Because there's a bug in this game since the launch that your camo cloak will just remove the enemies off your screen. That happens way more often than it should, but
Utilizing material.
alright. Like a long mission.
Applying overwhelming force.
Although there's a best class, almost all of them are good for a certain player/slash playstyle. I watched FTG or Farm and Assault build recently. I think best class for true solo and hard strats is just sniper. I think if you were to take every, I don't know, the top 100 players in all Space Marine 2, you ever get that metric, but the top 100 players in the entire game, and you had all of them run through the most diabolical, like, standard setup in terms of spawns and enemy damage and all that, 100 times, the sniper builds would come out on top because they're just so practical, and also the chances of that bug occurring, even if we take out the bug of like enemies vanishing, your ammo economy's top. You pretty much can't die. And you have to get out of jail free card, which means if something does go horribly, horribly wrong, this class will have the easiest out of that every time. And in 100 matches, something will go wrong eventually. So I showed a Supremacy of the Strong mission I did with the new boss as well, with the Bull Carbine build on this, and as long as you manage your cloak, you don't even need sims. On double boss spawns. Oh, Maddie, I think we're the Prime. So I would say, you know, this really is just the best class for that. Because that is incredibly easy to repeat. It's also incredibly easy to do. Like, if you ask me to do that, like, FTG, can you go and do, like, a stimless sniper run at absolute difficulty 100 times? Probably be easier on this class than any other class in the game. Not including things like, you know, bigger icons, so.
Transmitting targeting signal now.
I have to ask Space Marine 2 Sigismund's opinion on Sniper, dude. Ah, yes, Sigismund. I wonder who that was, dude. I wonder if they post gameplay for this game. I can think of a couple people that would post something that diabolically dumb. In my time on the Space Marine YouTube, there have been many a weirdo.
Reactor is primed for ignition. The vessel is ready.
Purification will just always be insane. Well, it's that plus Lingering Concealment plus Emperor's Grace. It kind of just means you don't die.
Lock target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Atreus is launched.
An instrument of the machine god's wrath. This would bring tears to my eyes if I still had them.
A heavy sacrifice of such a sacred machine.
It was third tour guardsman. Yeah, it probably was, wasn't it? It was probably third tour guardsman, dude. I never asked when the Dante build is coming. I mean, not really much more to do with the Dante build, is there? I don't know. I guess we could talk about that one for a second, couldn't we? Because you guys keep asking. Okay. We'll do a community game after this, but for now, we'll talk about this real quick since you guys keep asking me for my sniper setup, and what better time to do it than fucking live, because I've got that yap in me. I've got that... whatever you call it. Ism? Alright, 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay, when this stops being a pain in the ass. If it ever will. I guess it will not be. I guess we're not doing that. I guess we're just doing it right now. With people. Alright, let's do a community game. Let me check this real quick, though. Hold up. Here. What the fuck was I going on my Discord for again? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah. Alright, guys, we're gonna get some people in here. Actually, you know what? You guys can just join. I'll tell you what class I'm using in a second, though. Whoever wants to join. Oh, this one's fucking annoying. Okay. Got it. Alright, well, whoever wants to join this, come on in. I'm gonna use the bathroom, then we'll get to it.
I lack the locomotion to hover over each of you as you work. Solve the riddles of steel with the minds you are blessed with.
Oh, God. It's like that. Like, you like having people in the game. Okay? We have Bum Killer and Ido here. Alright, so this will be for the
checkpoint.
weekly tomorrow. Or not on Wednesday, but this is, we're gonna do a custom strat. Vanguard is best. I mean, definitely not the best class in the, probably actually the worst class in the game. Almost like mathematically the least damaging class in Space Marine 2 is this guy. Well, you know, I gotta ask, people who say Vanguard's the best class, what are we possibly basing that on? Because it's definitely not the hardest runs done for this game, or like any general true solo gameplay if you just look at like the hard strat modifiers that have been completed. It's all these classes. Because they're the best. This TAC and Sniper and Bulwark and Assault and Tech Marine kind of gap these two right now. Honestly, all 6 of these gap this guy by like an entire tier minimum. Bad players live off unmatched zeal. I don't want to be that guy to say that's the thing that's happening, but like that is actually the thing that's happening. It's like people think healing equal good class, and that's not all how this game works. It just means higher margin for error. It means if you're bad, you're gonna get more out of this class. Doesn't mean it's actually the strongest class itself. Okay. I honestly think Sniper has better survivability than Vanguard. I mean, Sniper objectively has better survivability. This class can survive way more than this class can. And I could prove that 100 times over. If you were to take this class until, like, Supremacy of the Strong, Twice the Foe, 100 times, you played Sniper into it, this class will win significantly higher of a percentage. It's better. Now, somebody asked me the other day if I do coaching in this game. I will do coaching for this game. I've been thinking about something to give my members for ages, but that will be so the people at the higher membership tiers, I'll give them coaching. Since somebody actually directly asked me for that. Somebody actually said they'd PayPal me before to coach them, but I'd rather just have like a set thing. It's actually a pretty easy game to coach too, because you can teach people. There's a lot of things you need to be like, oh, don't do that, do this. That would also be fucking hilarious content. So, that guy gave me a great idea. First for coaching for just $9.99. $9.99, dude. Do you think I'd give up an hour of my day for $10? You're fucking insane. Okay, this is gonna be, so this next one is on Termination. With Posthumous Proliferation, that one we hate. Avenger. So this one's like all Spore Mines, okay? Posthumous Proliferation and Minefield. Which is like incredibly fucking obnoxious. So, to circumvent all of this, we're going to do... oh, and also, what is it? Fatal Contamination? Yeah, so we're actually going to take Vanguard to this one, because he's just really good at dealing with... I mean, this one's not too bad in Termination, Fatal Contamination. And you get Avenger. So we'll just take healing. And we'll build for a Volkite Instigator. And that should be good. Now look, I know we look awfully Space Wolf-like, but let me rectify that real quick. FTG coaching is what are you doing? You're imbecile. Hold on. That's slander, dude. If I were to actually coach somebody, I would obviously... There are actually a lot of things you can do in Space Marine 2. They're like very, very simple. Very easy to point out to people as well. But you have to watch their actual gameplay. I've had people send me their gameplay before. But there's just a lot of... Like, this game has a lot of knowledge checks. That's like the real issue with it. Which is makes it, honestly, a pretty good game to explain to people. Because of that. Which is why guides are actually pretty good for this game, in my opinion. Because it does not do a good job of telling the people what is actually going on at all. Like, you know, raise your hand in chat. I can't see. I'm just gonna, like, you know, try to imagine you raising your hand. If you would have any idea, how would you have known that block weapons give you a 60% range damage reduction if somebody didn't tell you? How would you know? How would you know that? Where was that information in the game? We're just gonna run Marksman Carbine. Alright, boyos. Bro's making his dream character? Yeah. Wait, they do what? Block weapons will give you a 60% range damage reduction when you perfect block for 2.2 seconds. Did you know that? Bet you didn't. Bet you didn't unless you watch videos on it or heard it from somebody else, because the game will literally tell you that nowhere. It is nowhere to be found in-game. I don't know why I can't complete the armor customization challenge. Which one? What damage do you get on Avenge average with Wings of Flame in a team? I don't know. I don't usually play with players ever outside of like what I'm doing right now. How do people find that out? Usually data mines. How about this? Did you know that when you did you know that fencing and balance weapons have a different radius on the stagger when you perfect parry an enemy?
The Tyranids have already established their capillary towers. They mean to harvest this planet's biomass. They will take Kadaku, but we will make them pay for it. Those... Acadian platoon has taken up position near an abandoned Imperial fortress. Their weapons will lead the counterattack.
Stop on quivering. Hold on. We'll get you there. Did you know that when you perfect parry in this game, you're invulnerable for a split second? Which is why sometimes when you perfect parry a Lictor in a Carnifex range 3, you take no damage.
I will enjoy killing that monstrosity. The fortress's Icarus lash cannons are strong enough to bring down...
Did you know that if your team is entirely at full HP, you have like a 0% drop rate for medkits from a box? Or, if you're within 25 meters of a medkit, it is incredibly unlikely for you to find another medkit. There's a 210-second cooldown between medkit spawns once you get one from the box. Anyways, here we are on the new weekly with Avenger, Fatal Contamination, Minefield, and Posthumous Proliferation. Now, we took Vanguard here today because he is perfectly set up for this on account of his incredible survivability against ship damage. Now, Vanguard is not actually the most survivable class when it comes to things like the sniper, but when it comes to avoiding chip for your whole team, he is very good at that. But against burst damage, he's not usually the best. Medkit spawns are really affected by that? Yes. You know, fun little fact, guys. Did you know when you break open a box, if your team's at full HP like this, you're incredibly unlikely to find a stim. And if you already have a stim, you're even less likely. But if you're all on low HP, you have like a upwards of like 5 times chance to find it. And if you're by yourself, it's pretty much like guaranteed. But if you pick up a stim from a box, there's a 210-second cooldown where it is incredibly unlikely for you to find another one. If you want to up those chances even further, make sure your armor and ammo are topped off before you break open a box. Nodes of impact? I mean, the impact's something we want in this build. It's not a very hard modifier in the sense of like enemies. It's just you take the Via Volkite here because number one, it got buffed last patch, but also it's very good at carrying out spore mines. I took this class because all you like to do is just
Swapping out magazine.
take that doesn't matter.
Take some. What needs grappling?
What is that to Izzy Avenger modifier, by the way? This gives you a buff in attack and defense when you are the last brother standing.
Good to go.
That's a super good modifier. Helps out sometimes.
Spore bombs incoming. Route unblocked. Let it try to hide.
I thought Rob moved that with the Am I just bad, or is this week's hard stratagem extremely difficult? This new one's not too bad. Last week was pretty awful. There's a bug for squad unity on the last one. Look at all these spore mines.
I am glad of your presence, Taloran.
How so? Your war gear is in perfect working condition.
If that shall change, then it is good to have one with such talents as yours.
You honor me, Lance.
Oh, you're back in the pit. The burn pit. Now he's got 3 fire blasters there because we have consecutive execution and secure stockpile on our team.
Closing the gap. No aid comes for you. Only smells like fresh munitions. See how small caster.
Also, a little fun fact in this game, Biovores take double body shot damage while they're playing through the turret. So if you Auspex one and shoot with a heavy bolt rifle and practice straight around, so you can just straight up kill a Biovore from a mile away. Oh, the damage reduction, you get lower HP, that's another thing, yeah. There's a ramping damage reduction in this game. Below 25% HP, so... As your HP gets lower, up to a certain threshold, you will get a ridiculous amount of HP damage reduction, which is why the last HP you have on your character, or the lower amounts, feels so much tankier because they are. And that will stack with normal damage reduction, which means classes like Bulwark get stupidly tanky. Damage reduction is very strong in Space Marine 2, because the things that usually kill you in this game are damage nukes. Very rarely attrition. Not watching the World Cup, FTG? Well, how could I watch the World Cup when the Imperium needs me?
Never turn down fresh ammunition. No turning back.
Does FTG strike you as the type of guy that likes soccer or football?
Quieter here than I expected.
Awakening this system
It's as closer to soldiering materials. Search out the consoles.
What kind of these 4 buttons are at? The FTG football time gentleman. I call them gentlemen. No, I don't really give a shit about football or soccer. The idea of sitting and watching people kick a ball or throw a ball for like 2 hours makes me want to commit
Let us find this
things.
substance and purge it. Nothing but tyranny
In Minecraft.
We should find the stores that spawn. Find the damage. Swapping out magazine.
console has been reawakened. Functions restored.
We showed that hunter beast how a true predator kills.
What is special about patch 14? Well, we're getting 6 new heroic weapons and a new boss. That's fairly special. Being robbed of a lot of these finishing hits, executes.
System restoration complete. Ground control reset.
System is running. Let us open the fortress door.
When exactly do you get the range damage reduction of the block weapons? Well, when you purple block them.
We are inside the fortress,
That's
Captain.
fun.
Good. Head up to the cannons and remind the Xenos of whom they dare to attack.
What game is this? This is Space Marine 2. Very cool game.
Needs grappling. Replenished and ready. This is our killing ground, brothers. Keep up. Magazine out! Magazine in!
The best melee on assault, power axe, and power fist.
I think it smells even worse from the inside. Activating all defensive bones. Burning hot.
Why Auspex on your team is OP. Alex says hi. Hello, Alex.
That Carnifex and I were both out for blood. Replenished and ready. Grapnel left and ready. Swapping out magazine.
Am I a Blood Bowl enjoyer? We're a Roman Coliseum enjoyer, really. How do we go backwards in sport excitement, you know? Okay, maybe putting people in a gigantic murder pit wasn't a great idea, but you know. I like how people always say the Coliseum is barbaric. It's like, yes. They're like, how do people watch that? I'm like, we all know, like, there would be a significant portion of people that would still watch that shit today. Like, what are we talking about?
Let us rise up.
How many people do you guys think show up to the first Coliseum fight in, like, thousands of years?
The Tyranids seem to know you are close. They are amassing at the fortress.
Then we will eliminate all of them. For the Emperor.
Say at least 5. At least me, says this guy. It would sell out. That's what I'm saying, dude. I feel like, oh, how can people watch that? Humans are so much more civilized now. Yeah, definitely.
Picking up extra rounds. Medical supplies. Battle, brother.
It is even bigger up close. Good.
The cannons will end this rampage.
What chapter is this guy? Is Star Dragon? Show me your pauldron, brother. I better not be wearing the one that's covering it up. What are you? This guy's chapterless. Wait, it was an Ultramarine. He just put nothing on the other side.
You are near the last cannons.
Let's see.
You will need to find the manual.
Wow, just a basic fish Ultramarine.
We see the console. Soon we will use this fortress's weapons on the terrain.
I need a relic. The Ronin Marine.
Get
This
your
is in there.
stim injectors.
Well, then you have Volkite's good for this portion. Use it at the finale.
It does bleed. Good. The Titan launches its missiles. Keep away from the Xenos pollution. Witness the might of the Imperium. Ah, it does bleed.
Defense cannons depleted. Engage auxiliary generators to resume fire.
Executions would be the halftime show equivalent between fights. Instead of corporate ads, you get some dudes getting fed the lions. Alright, just to be clear, here at FTG, we don't officially condone the gladiator fights of ancient Rome, but if they did show up in the big 2026,
Fortress control has been disrupted. The established servants go.
I'm sure at least, you know, I'm sure the show would sell out, that's all I'm saying.
The Titan launches its missiles.
Service
Let the Tyranids weapon take.
completion complete.
It's really neat. Volkite's great. Bang. buying this now, you should. It's a great game. Also, a game has only gotten better over time. Now, there was a bit of controversy with Steve Allison getting hired recently, but I mean, Space Marine 3 was always going to be a more monetized game than this one. And I think that's just kind of inevitable, just given how much money this one made. The question is, will the content we get as a result of that be good? And will the monetization scheme feel justified?
Let us fire at the Tyranids.
Yeah, I forgot when you have teammates in this game, it's really easy to this portion. Oh, quite not economic use of that grenade.
The Titan launches its missiles.
Proficient.
Brothers. The day is nearly ours.
Idea when patch 14 is expected to be released early next month or late this month. That was really easy. As you do weekly with the Vanguard. Not too rough at all.
We can target the top.
Isn't Melter Rifle, Bolt Pistol, Block Power Axe the best build in Vanguard? It's definitely one of them. There are quite a few decent ones on them. Let's do shit back in. Oh, look at that. You're glad you bought this game? You know, I've seen some like weird ass. I've seen some crazy shit. I guess for me, as somebody who plays Space Marine 2 all the time, like an absurd amount, there's like a lot of things, like the trajectory of the game is just obvious to me, where I'm like, okay, this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. The game's doing well, the game's doing poorly. Like, just when you're in the games community that much and you just see influxes of players and players leave over time, it gives you a pretty decent estimation of how the community is doing, how they're reacting to things. So when I hear people say like Space Marine 3 is not getting, or Space Marine 2 is not getting a year 3, I'm like, you're insane. You're insane on every metric, and then they had a year 3. And I would say right now this game is like the best it has ever been. Maybe it doesn't feel that way sometimes for players who have been playing it since the launch, but like even then, the game has only gotten better. Year 2 is dramatically better than year 1. Like an absurd degree. Year 1 is like hilariously undercooked compared to year 2. And year 3 might be like, what, 20, 50% bigger than this one? We'll see when we inevitably get the roadmap. Love that you respond to every message, not like other streamers. I definitely do not respond to every message. I try, but I have to play the game and then read through chats, which gets kind of hard sometimes. I certainly try. All right, I'm getting an auto answer for that at this point. Someone says, when does patch come out? Does patch X come out? Let's say like we don't, no official date, estimation. All right, thank you guys for playing. We must do one more. I said I was gonna do a hard strat today, didn't I? Yes, I did. We're gonna do True Solo, Tsunami. Coordinated calls. I mean, this is a nice, like, little fun one. What is the best build in this class? The Big 26. Let's see. I mean, the most damaging build. Definitely this one. I try to play as a bulwark, but I don't know how it controls cancel animation well. Any advice? How do I just play and how, or I just play more? I have a whole video. I'll give you a quick answer here, which is that, like, actually, for the animation canceling, you might just want to watch the video. I'll be honest. It'll explain it a lot better there. But there is... I have both a class guide for that should explain everything you reasonably need to know about the Bulwark class, right here, and then an animation cancel guide. I have multiple of those, but I'll send that to you as well. That's actually a very hard thing for me to explain in-game. That'll also teach you, the Bulwark guide will also teach you how to actually parry with the class more easily, which is also very useful. There you go. Hopefully that helps. I'll say, actually, I can just answer this real quick. So the parry, to parry with this class, all you gotta do is double tap. I feel you just said kind of the same thing over at Helldivers. I mean, Helldivers 2 is better than it used to be when it came out at launch, I think. There's just more to complain about now. I don't like Helldivers 2 that much, but I'd say Space Marine 2 has like a really, for the lack of a better word, has a really whiny player base that it has ridiculous expectations based on just the trajectory of the game and where the money would actually go in game development. Like, the amount of content you get for free in Space Marine 2 is like unheard of for a game of this polish. Polish, we say in quotations. Like, do you see Darktide releasing entirely new classes for free? What's the most expensive cosmetic set in all Space Marine 2? How, like, what is the incentive for you to buy a cosmetic pack that you don't want? Because let's say you're only an Iron Hands fan, right? You only have to buy an Iron Hands champion. You don't have to buy anything else. Like, you don't have to buy every single chapter pack, every single cosmetic set. Like, if you don't give a fuck about Space Wolves, you don't even have to buy a Space Wolf. In fact, you might get everything you want for Space Wolves in the free Heroic store. There's just stuff like that. Where I'm like, this game gives you a ton for free compared to most games. I mean, all gameplay content is free. If you don't care about customization, you don't have to buy a single thing in this game. But they know you do, which is why. Okay. Yeah, let's just do the I know what I'm gonna do here. This one's actually like super underrated in my opinion. The venting speed version. Hold on. So if you guys are unaware, the venting speed version of the Heavy Vulture just like never, ever, ever overheats. Where is it? Yeah, this one. I say perpetual cooling on this because we don't even care. We don't even care. And you also get the added luxury of like having more ammo. I'm gonna take this one. I'm not a fan. You know, we need fewer Humpty Dumpty armors in this game. Desperately. That's my number one complaint with Space Marine 2. Yeah, you heard what I said. Number one complaint is the absolute tragic amount of Humpty Dumpty outfits on this guy. Okay. Sounds good to me. Where are my debuffs on? Oh, it kept them all on. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Minefield. Man, the spore mine shit can, like, honestly suck my ass in this game. I do in the community being a bit whiny, but I get it. After seeing the videos of the MMO, I could see Space Marine being an entirely different game within the same engine, still keeping all that we have as Space Marine 2. I'm not talking custom on top of the game modes we have now. Well, Space Marine 2 is not an MMO. To be fair, it's not the norm to sell classes as a DLC. They usually come to games free or free, but you can buy early and play situations like Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, well, in Rainbow Six Siege has an equally aggressive monetization, a far more aggressive monetization scheme in terms of like how you. At the end of the day, games are not free. Let's put it this way: games are not free, and they will sell you what you will buy. In a hyper-competitive game like Rainbow Six Siege, players love cosmetics because they start to like get very attached to one class. Okay, why am I playing decap? Fuck. They'll get very attached to one class as they're maining it because they're trying to, like, you know, rank up and such. So buying costs. So League of Legends will do this too. But selling classes and horde shooters, not that rare at all. Plenty of games that do that. I mean, Vermintide did that as well. I mean, I know that's all Fat Shark, but it depends. But this game's not an MMO. That's the bigger thing.
Lieutenant Titus predicts the Tyranid's Hive Tyrant is leading a swarm along a corridor toward the
This game's community, unbelievably whiny. Also, the things they whine about are like almost 90% still issue. And if they're not, post-game play. That's like, honestly, if you want to take somebody, if somebody's like, okay, this is not skill issue, it's just that it's all bullshit, just post-game play. And that's the easiest way to find out. Okay, sure, horde shooters are the average gamers that know the classes of a game. They see paid-for DLC classes, and that's pay to win. Okay, they're a fucking idiot. If you see a paid-for DLC in a game, you don't even know what it is, and you just think it's automatically pay to win, you're just a fucking idiot. Like, I don't even think their opinion matters at that point. That may be a rage bait. Yeah, it's like, dude, because, like, so... they see a paid-for DLC class of the game, they immediately think it's pay to win. Well, if you don't even know what the class does, you don't even know what the balance of the game is, how the fuck would you possibly know what the pay to win is? Pay to win exists in, like, listen, I've played pay to win games, okay? I've played Heroes and Generals. That game's dead now. That game is pay to win as fuck, dude. You had a Tiger 2 tank on your asshole hiding in a bush, okay? And you turn around, you're like, you're effectively Jeep level tank, and he blows your ass the next week. Yeah, dude, I feel pretty bad about that guy that put down $100 for, like, the peak of German engineering. But in this game, if I just saw, like, a class that costs money, or if I see a class that costs money in Darktide, I'm not gonna, like, immediately think, oh, it's pay to win. Like, I would say pay to win games are games that have you pay, like, wait an extortionary amount of time to actually get what you want from them. An example of that would be maybe Heroes and Generals or War Thunder. What melee would you recommend for a newer assault player? I'm stuck between a power sword and a power axe, so they're both really fun. A power axe is better. Kick in the feelings. I miss Heroes in general so much. I'm glad some of you guys played that game, the endless whistling. I had a friend that had 3,000 hours on that game. $3,000. We'll just play Purgation. Pretty sure R1 buff is Avengers. Take that off, yeah. I don't disagree again. Just the average gamer, the game this made's for, dude. Can I even say this as somebody that like makes content for average gamers all the time? I think like the average gamer opinion on like balance for games is just. I think everyone is entitled to an opinion on balance, okay, and like how monetization works, but I think that opinion should be informed by something in reality and not just how you feel. Like, I don't care, I'll be real, when the guy that does, if somebody tells me X thing is the best class in a video game, I don't care about their opinion on that until I see proof of why they think that. And if there's an alternative opinion of somebody who has showcased why I think is good, I'm naturally going to be inclined to believe that opinion. I think that's fair. I think that is fair. I think your opinion should be found in reality, especially when a game is old. Like, as you get further into a game's life cycle, more and more of the game becomes solved. So if I were to jump into World of Warcraft right now, right, like if I were to jump into World of Warcraft 10, 20 years later, and I said, oh guys, Paladin is the best build ever, right, it's the best build ever, and I'm not even playing a Mythic Raid, nobody's gonna give a shit. So, but why does nobody give a shit? Because there's no reason to take that opinion seriously when like the game is solved by people who are just dramatic, especially in a game like that where MMOs have supremely dedicated player bases. And there's not really a matter of opinion in a lot of cases for these things. The numbers don't lie.
Iron Halo protocol in progress.
You ever wonder why game guides are the most popular when a game first comes out? Is because nobody knows anything about the game. So you have all these megacorps that will come in. What I want to call it, like a megacorp channel will come in, and they'll just be like, "Oh guys, this is the best thing of the whole fucking game." They have no idea what they're talking about because they don't actually play the game. In fact, they probably played it for like 10 hours of early access. They got it for dev copy. And WoW's a great example. Okay, but what if people are just trying to do it based on fun? Okay, if you're trying to do something based on fun, you want to use what's based on fun. This is where I think like this is where I think I get into controversy with some people, where it's they're like, oh, FTG says you have to use thing. I never told people you have to use a certain perk or a certain setup. I'm simply giving you what I think is the best setup for X perk on some things, and in many cases, my favorite build in the game is not even the best one. Because not all games, like every game is a meta, and all meta is the most effective tactic, which just means force multiplier for like individual player skill. But not every piece of content in a video game requires you to use a meta build. Like you don't have to use the best build in all of World of Warcraft to complete the easiest content, right? And I think Space Marine 2 is a really good game in that respect, where you have the option to play multiple builds that are all fun, and the most important thing is viable, because people ask me this all the time. FPG, is X thing viable? 99% of things in Space Marine 2 are completely viable for 99% of content. The only place that things start to get a little iffy is like High Wave Siege and Heart Trap modifiers, when they are like directly detrimental to that build setup. I probably wouldn't play Sniper into like, you know, Broken Sniper.
My shield is charged. The enemy summons support.
I feel that Space Marine 3, I run whatever I want. That's exactly how I play the game. I run whatever I want. People ask me all the time, why are you taking this and not this? I'm like, what game are we playing?
Move to dry ground.
What game are we playing where you have to bring the best thing in the entire game in every time? It's definitely not Space Marine 2 for its operations content.
champions stand no chance.
Oh, they're. Oh, nice.
They are calling for rain. Punish their weakness.
Pod brain. Apex Legend brain.
Endless are the legions of mankind's enemies.
Warhammer in general has always been about the rule of cool for the sweatiest people. Yeah, I've seen many a tabletop game get ruined by sweaty players that like can't. Dude, nobody likes playing with an unactually player in a tabletop game. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You know the guy, you guys ever played like a card game or a tabletop game and like everyone else is like having fun and there's that one guy that says, huh, you lifted your finger off the card. That's now illegal play. I will now play my Ultra Fuck You 9000 card. Gisela, Blade of I don't take damage. That's fun. That's my commander because I'm a Boros player.
Move to dry ground.
And I'll use that to send 50 1-1s at you. You could have stopped me if you didn't take your finger off that card.
That physical Xenos was an abhorrent planet.
You touched the chest feed, now you have to use it in a friendly match. That's what I mean. What I mean, dude. Now, I've been that guy before. I've actually been that guy. I know, shameful, but I did that once to somebody, and I was like, huh, you took your card off of that. So I was like, and then I felt the energy in the room get sucked out by my abhorrent behavior, and I was like, hold on, guys. That was not in the heart of the cards. The real story, I said that's not in the heart of the cards. He should make that play. I'm not Kaiba, I'm Yugi. That's how this works.
Suffer not the witch to live. Iron Hand.
The hell did this stem from? I don't know, dude. My brain works in weird ways. We were talking about tabletop and Warhammer, that actually happened at a competition once where somebody was like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Actually, you didn't declare one phase, so now you have to lose 100% of your army because that's fun and definitely a thing to do. Yeah, maybe a lot of you have actually seen this video that was made from, but
My shield is charged. If the abyss swallows me, I will choke it. Their attacks will shatter my shield. They sense their strongest, only to see them.
Move to dry ground.
they sound like POW players, dude. Well, there was a Warhammer tournament where that happened, where a guy actually another dude, and the guy lost the match because of it. And then later in that tournament, the other guy, another player, actually'd him because he saw him actually the other guy. This is like a bit of poetic justice. Question, how much would I sacrifice between the Knights of Power Axe and the Vanguard? A lot. I mean, Knife's not like horrific as a weapon at all, but Power Axe is definitely better on Vanguard.
Iron Halo online.
You think we'll still see the Greatsword? Dude, by the time Space Marine 2 is over, you're probably going to have more weapons than you ever dreamed of.
Defeat once again.
So this is my official FTG prediction. Wait, March. Yeah. There's a, let's say when year 3 is wrapping up, Just prepare yourself for an influx of players who are once again playing the game for the past 3 years, and they're all going to say Space Marine 2 is finally dead. It's been 2 months with no content. Year 4 is not happening, guys. Year 4 is not happening, and then I'm going to make a video that says Year 4 is happening, guys, and here's why. And they're like, this is cope, FTG. This is cope. And then 4 months later, or 2 months later, it'll be like Year 4 confirmed from Saber. We're so happy to announce that Year 4 is coming out for Space Marine 2. We're so happy that we have another year of content coming. And also, get this, there's a teaser for Space Marine 3 at Warhammer Skulls. And then everyone then they'll all act shocked, as if it's very hard to predict. I'll say it straight up here, guys. Space Marine 2 is getting content until Space Marine 3 comes out. It's genuinely insane. And, like, unless somehow the money that this game is making is just evaporates in front of their eyes, and like suddenly within 1 year, for whatever reason, performs worse dramatically. Because they said that their sales for like cosmetics and DLCs were at the upper end, the highest end of their prediction. And they also said that Warhammer Skulls brought back way more players to the game than they expected. The Purgation update was like the most popular update for this game, I'm pretty sure, in terms of like initial hype. It felt bigger than patch 10 and patch 12 of the Tech Marine. Also because we had no DPS, so nobody knew it was like going to be officially in it beyond data mines. Is Space Marine 2 on a skeleton crew at the moment, or will be closer to Space Marine 3 release? I would say the game's on like it's definitely not the full dev team. We know that for a fact. They said the people who originally worked on this game are not working on it currently. They're probably on Space Marine 3. But Saber is also a company that works on like 15 games a year, it feels like. You got like the John Wick game, you got Toxic Commandos, you got the Jurassic Park game. And we can see that now they're shifting to a live service focus across all, like, by bringing in Steve Allison, because there's really no reason to bring him in if they weren't going to like try to monetize the game more, or shift its monetization focus a bit. It's always something you bring into your game. Otherwise.
Pitiful Xenos, but an abhorrent blight. Xenos parasites, in their numbers. Purge the zoanthrope.
I forgot what weapon we're playing here for a second. We can just do this. I can revive. That's too embarrassing. I'm gonna put it in. We're just gonna run it back. I just let myself get. I guess I could have just shot him. I guess I could have just shot him to get all my HP back. I want to revive from that, dude. I want to get up off the ground. I want to stay down, pretend I'm dead. I want to be like a possum, dude. Just play dead. Sometimes tragedy. what are you gonna do? Like, that's the moment where it's like, what are they gonna do? Kill me or something? Dies. What are the enemies gonna do? Shoot me? That's why the heroic vulture is better. You're not wrong. Do you know how the TV series of Cable about Warhammer is going? That actually sounds like a pretty good thing to talk about at some point. We haven't had news on it for a while. Now, speaking, this brings me up to another topic, which I remember I was talking to Bricky about this, and he said, and like we talked a little bit about the TV show and the upcoming Total War 40K. So I completely disagree with him when he said that Total War 40K is not going to be like the biggest thing ever for Warhammer. I think Warhammer as a franchise is going to like fucking explode from Total War 40K. But we both agree that the 40K TV show, if that comes out, it would probably have a very similar effect to the Fallout TV show we saw on Amazon Prime. That kind of just boosted player counts across all of their games, and like all interests of Fallout went way up. You know, if we go to like to, let's just pull it up. Let's pull up the Google. So if you look at the Fallout, hold on. Fallout as a franchise. So if you go over the past 5, let's go the past like fucking 2004 to present, dude. So, hold on. Let me pull this up for the people. This is very important. Okay, so if we look at Fallout as a franchise, the highest trend, the highest search for this game ever, for that game, for the franchise ever, was like, I know you can't see it here, but this is probably what you can expect from the 40K TV show, where you have this jump, and this was Fallout 4, where like Fallout's kind of dead here. Like Fallout is actually the deadest it's ever been for like a year. For like almost like 5 years, since 2008 and 2010 when Fallout New Vegas came out. It's like you see the spikes for Fallout New Vegas, like 2008. I don't know if you guys can actually see this on the thing. Hold on. Yeah, so 2008, Fallout 3 comes out, and then Fallout New Vegas comes out a couple years later, and like then the franchise is just kind of chilling for a while, and then Fallout 4 is announced. Fallout 4 comes out. And the game kind of like tracks along for a bit, and then what happens here? Could this be the announcement? One of these two is the announcement of the Fallout TV show. I promise you. One of these two, and then nothing, and then suddenly, what could this possibly be? What could this possibly be? What caused this other bump? Probably the Fallout TV show. So this is exactly what happened to Warhammer, something very similar. Assuming the TV show's good. If the Henry Cavill show comes out, just expect like Warhammer 40K as a franchise to be like putzing along as usual, and then suddenly it'll explode. That's just how these things go. Because when you make an Amazon Prime TV show, this is something a lot of gamers owners don't seem to totally note, is that when you make a Warhammer 40K TV show or like an Amazon Prime TV show, you're hitting your dad, you're hitting your mom with like the 40K as a franchise. Like your parents will probably watch an Amazon Prime TV show. Do you think your parents are gonna go and watch? Do you think they're gonna go and play the? You're right, Seth. Beat your mom. I said that, what I was trying to say here, okay, maybe I don't know what's possible. The point is that, like, they are now hitting the audience of your parents, and, like, the most casual viewers ever. People who would never in a million years play a tabletop game, or even a video game for these things. And I think Total War 40K will be really big, but there's genuinely no way to get people into a franchise that's better than like a movie or TV show for general audiences. Anything with the least time investment for the greatest emotional response.
Conjure reinforcements.
Usually it. You know, ask yourself, what are the biggest franchises on Earth right now? Marvel, even still Star Wars and things like that. How many people do you think who have watched a Star Wars movie have ever read, or excuse me, a Marvel movie, or actually reading Marvel comics ever? Like, what do you think the crossover is?
Calling for aid. Punish their weakness. That twisted spear carrier awaits our blasphemers.
Marvel and Star Wars have been killed by bad movies. We say killed only because they are less profitable than they used to be. They're still two of the biggest franchises on Earth. Yeah, Disney hasn't been doing too well. That's no secret. I'm pretty sure their company's value has dropped dramatically in the past 10 years. I think they got a spike during Disney Plus when like that was first launching during COVID, but they have not. But like, what? I mean, what's coming out for Disney, dude? Who the fuck goes to Disney parks anymore? Yeah, Star Wars became an empire because of movies. What's the point here? Well, the point is that if you want to have an empire, you have to make movies or TV because people aren't going to play an empire. And you want to make like a true Giga franchise, it's not going to be. It's going to be through the most consumable forms of media, maybe books with like Harry Potter, but Harry Potter also got bigger off of movies.
To dry ground.
Iron Halo online.
Like you'll never have a property bigger than a good movie for a franchise, usually. The trailer is planned for the 25th of this month. Where the fuck are you getting it? For the Henry Cavill show? Or are we talking for a... something else? They're already pretty good. Taking wisdom.
My shield is charged.
It's kind of weird. There's never been an attempt at making a 40K movie or series until now. Well, because like, there are just better franchises to make movies than for. Is the truth. Ones that are less like grotesquely violent for one, which is probably why they tried Halo. But Halo's also, you know, that's how that turned out. Now, you know, this is where I kind of understand studio execs for like, you do often have a bunch of gamers will be like, okay, like everything has to be identical to how it was in our game, or this is gonna suck. But like casual audiences don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck in a lot of cases. They just want it to be good. But when you do what they did with Halo, where you make it so different, it's like almost indistinguishable. And it's also just bad. Not indistinguishable. It's impossible to distinguish with the original series. What the fuck am I even saying? Where it's unrecognizable. Fuck me, dude. True or tax? What do you call it? In 2026, people want that crazy shit, though, dude. Oh yeah, the new stuff. I think audiences are way more open to crazy stuff in 2026.
Watch the water. It is hostile.
There are a lot of games that have also failed the release of a show or movie. If they do implement a show, I hope they do it intelligently. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like in some cases your show doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to hit the cultural zeitgeist because that's what makes something popular, right? The show gave us Master Chiefs. Oh, yeah. Good times. Oh, that Halo show really was shit, wasn't it?
To dry ground.
I think if 40K was like a little less, or whatever the fuck this is, sometimes it would probably be more. You probably would have seen a movie for it. a lot earlier. Like 40K ain't exactly like something you can. I know that Games Workshop tried to market it to kids at one point, but like that just seems counterintuitive. A franchise like Marvel or Star Wars is something you can very easily make a kids show for. Like, what are you gonna make a kids show for on 40K, dude? Like, it's kind of built on war crimes, isn't it?
Ground is solid. We advance.
I see your point, but do we really want to show some of the Fallout? Want to show shit on the whole lore and it's a shit ton of tourists? I'm pretty sure that show is very well liked. It's like mostly just chuds online that don't like it, but nobody really cares about them, do they? I mean, people that cry about tourists for your series. I mean, if your entire franchise is so big, you have enough room for so many people that watch Fallout, the Fallout TV show. I mean, most fans of anything are not that interested in the line. That's how they're dedicated niches. I don't think most communities understand how small they actually are in the grand scheme of like profits for these businesses. Maybe not. That's definitely not true for 40K, because 40K is pretty niche in itself, just fundamentally as a tabletop game. I mean, yeah, people say this, but actually, even in the case of 40K, people say 40K is dead all the time, and 40K is more popular now than it's ever been. They just don't like what it is now.
The heretic lies defeated.
Right, we may have to waste our ammo here. There's a lot of chaos spawn being a pain in the ass.
Even their champions stand a chance.
Whatever.
It is as grotesque dead as it was alive.
Keep in mind, the light shots of your plasma now actually do quite a bit.
You traitorous scum do not deserve the mercy of
A Metro
death.
movie would be cool. I want to see what the new Metro game's gonna be like. I remember the old IGN review for Metroid, for not Metroid, Metro, where they were like, "Oh, this game is actually shit. It's actually terrible." But even the original Metro is pretty great. Okay. Okay. I'm just getting fucking shit on this build right now. Though, to be fair, we ran into that with 0 ammo, dude. Sorry for my off-topic chat, but would you say is the most popular fun secondary assault pair with Power Axe, whatever you find fun? We ran into that, that's an ammo route section of that map, dude. I guess we'll just run it back again. We gotta be a little more, we gotta pay a little more attention to how much ammo we have before we run into that. I saw a clip of a Marvel movie and was shocked that they were openly shooting and killing people when this was supposed to be for little children. I mean, I can think of like 90% of the things I saw as a kid were violent and had people getting shot, so. Like PG-13. That reminds me, are we supposed to get a Star Wars 2 this year? Have we heard anything since the announcement? No, I actually heard that all of the CGI things in the Astartes 2 trailer, they are not even going to be in the show, and like they're just random snippets, and like they don't actually pertain to what's going to be in the mini-series, whatever they decide to do for the short. I don't know, true. That's what Jeff told me. I don't know how true that is.
We have lost contact with the Mechanicus facility in the Kadaku swamps. Nozik's research is still inside. Long-range auspex reveals a significant Tyranid presence converging on the site. Viridian.
RoboCop is brutal.
Terrain favors the Xenos.
In it.
For now.
Remember when Deadpool dropped and the narrative of it was the first R-rated superhero movie was on the internet? I mean, yeah, Deadpool also way overperformed. I also think that Ryan Reynolds is like the perfect choice for Deadpool because Deadpool is just like inherently a little annoying. And like so is Ryan Reynolds as a person, which makes it way better. I can tell because that's also me.
Intercepting projectiles. Corrupted spawn. We must slay this hellspawn. The enemy summons support.
Okay, so with this build, with this build, most of your knockback is coming from your heavy stance, so in a lot of cases, you're better off just shooting the enemy in strategic stand than anything else. Because you can shoot for a very long time.
Do not let their numbers are meaningless to us. They are calling for rain. Punish their weakness. Cut down that mutant.
Now we're just like fighting 2 Enrager Marines.
Is this the glory Magnus promised you? Victory goes to the righteous. Iron Halo Red.
Maybe still hit me even though I perfect dodge at the end. Now I know at the beginning of this I said I would conserve my ammo, but like this portion of this map is always god awful for ammo economy. Because you don't actually get an ammo box until the bridge section, or to find one is very rare.
My shield is
You do get a boss spawn.
Healers approach. Cleanse the air of their revolting stink. Iron Halo protocol in progress. Dead. Rid yourselves of its repugnant influence, brothers. There is one. Oh no, there is an infestation. Iron Halo online. Even the champions stand no chance.
Alright, we're just gonna walk over in case of ammo crate. I love purgation, but like this opening, not the kindest on your research.
Another alien falls to the Imperium's keen blade. The armory provides.
There's one other Gravis armor class. I don't think they're gonna do Apothecary next. I think it's gonna be a chaplain.
Watch the water. It is hostile.
I think we'll get an Apothecary one day, probably like year 4 or year 5. Because my prediction is Space Marine 2 is probably going to get 5 major years of support, because that's probably when like Space Marine 3 will start to come out. Like somewhere around year 6 of this game, or year 5, Space Marine 3 will be like approaching.
My war gear is satisfied.
This map, Fast and Clear, is your favorite. I think this one's just a very good map in terms of objectives. There's nothing really annoying on this map.
Move to dry ground.
Doesn't just this year make more sense than a chaplain? Or am I tripping? I mean, just playing as like Andros maybe, but it doesn't really matter that much. I think the chaplains are. I mean, this year is just a chaplain training. Okay, well.
Heretic shall if this swallows me. I choke it. Apostate Terminator blurred. Get Iron Halo online. My shield is charged. Conversion field operational.
Move to dry ground.
Iron Halo ready.
Ground is solid. We advance.
When it comes to like what you're gonna see in Space Marine 2 as like a new class, Apothecary is probably coming one day, but I would really not expect an Apothecary anytime soon. Definitely not for the next class. If it's not Chaplains, then it'll probably be just this year. If it's not just this year, it'll probably be Chaplain.
This taint has been purged. The heretic lies defeated.
Are you pronouncing just this year wrong on purpose? No, it's just this year. I don't think I've actually heard it pronounced properly, to be honest. I'll be honest, it's not a word that's come up in my average day-to-day language beyond this game and in text.
The Xenos infestation is dead for now.
I know Jeff said it correctly, and I just can't break my habit now. Where's the Judiciary?
Iron Halo online.
If they add a Psyker class, it'll be a sniper ability at most. You're not gonna get librarian in this game.
Xenos was but an abhorrent
That's gonna
delight.
be like a Space Marine 3 thing, I'm almost certain. Finally correct, just this year. The Judiciary, yeah. That's the one. That's the one Jeff said. I just can't break my habit, dude. I'm telling you. In a world where people call Rabute Gilliman Robo Girly Man, I mean, can't be that bad, right?
Twisted spear cannon awaits our challenge. Extermination has come to this mutant. Not one of these traitors can survive. Charge! My shield is charged. They sense they're stronger, only to see them falter.
I think we're gonna go down here.
Prepare yourself.
Facility
Oh, they just
locations
vanish.
suboptimal for logistical
It's
supply.
so lame. Even the bosses, if you go past that checkpoint there, even the bosses will vanish. I want to actually set them up. Unfortunate. We're kind of boring for this section, aren't we? Okay. Do we have a date for the patch yet? No. No, we're not. But it's gonna be late this month or early August. Those are the only reasonable release dates for it.
Shakes with Iron Halo ready. Through and through. Shield your minds. I am constrained.
Suck my heavy stance. That's okay, we'll get it all back in 2 seconds.
Do not lay hands on his holy servants.
Proceeding inside. The arch enemy occupies this facility. Time to proceed.
But yeah, we'll get there when we get there. It's good, man. Love all your YouTube builds. Oh, thanks, dude. Thank you for watching. This guy's still alive. We're alive. Guy.
Cycle is destroyed.
Oh, we'll clear him out eventually.
Time to proceed.
Oh, they're actually getting blocked. Tragic loss of HP. Oh, there's a bot right up there. We're still able to look forward.
Down for all wounds.
That's too bad. Where you're shooting the little guys, you gotta actually stack them up or you won't get the full HP back. Well, you'll get the full HP back, but they're worth more when you're actually hitting multiple guys, obviously.
Time to
So if
proceed.
you do it like this. Of course, it sends you so many minors. This is way more in the other area on decap. Decap is pathetic compared to this one.
Death, war, and blood.
This looks like accuracy is the dimension speed.
The Emperor and the name.
Run the heroic or accuracy relic. It's funny, you guys. Whenever somebody asks this question, they're always wrong about which one it is. But like, it's pretty easy to tell if you run. If they run the heroic, it's just based on the parry window. Like they're parrying minors super easily. It's probably the heroic,
Orders are to
and
advance to the
this is
Archmage's
the
data
venting
vault
speed.
and purge any remaining data, sealed or otherwise.
For stomp is
Traitors
useful.
cannot recover even a
Stomp's pretty fucking
fragment.
nuts on this.
Deny the Thousand Sons everything. Orders received.
Emperor's
I stand corrected every time somebody asks like which one's he using. I usually see a comment just like give somebody the entirely wrong answer, and it's just like thanks, bro. So what we doing? Hold on. Why do people recommend Obelisk for the cape grind? In my experience, decap is much easier, and with other players, it's much easier and faster. Well, decap is definitely not faster than Obelisk. The only one that even comes close to Obelisk is like Vox. It's because all you have to do is just turn on the modifiers to one-shot pretty much everything.
We leave nothing behind.
It can actually be a little rough. Heavy with the balance window is always awkward.
Minor setback. Search the vault chamber.
I also oh, they robbed my HP. That would shoot. All because of that one Zangor, dude. If we die here, I'm not doing it again. Then he just damaged, out-damaged Soul Reaper, try to kill them. Not really, you gotta be careful. With some attacks, they can definitely damage stack you faster than you can kill them. Patch 14 coming out soon. Soon? I mean, yes. Of course it is. Okay. I'm sure I just parry phase that guy for armor. And it got me killed. I'm not doing that again. That build's not nice on the Tsunami hard strat for solo. The venting speed one. We'll play Assault. We'll play one of Assault and then go do that. I'm pretty sure, I want to watch a replay on that. I'm pretty sure the Zangor parry phased me, which meant I got no armor, which meant that the and my recovery was no longer was equals dead. The Soul Reaper. Let me look at that. Not an easy build to do. One last mission, the pre-nerf Fire Blaster. It probably is. I think we got stabbed once. Yeah, then we got stabbed once in the second parry, and the second one that hit us phased us. They really gotta fix that, but I don't think they ever will. Okay, sure, we can use this build is getting nerfed. Alright guys, get ready. This is the last whimsy mimsy of what will be completely nerfed next patch. Very tragic. I know. Don't cry though. Don't cry that it's over. Be happy that it happened. Isn't the nerf just a slight damage decrease? Fuck no, dude. The burn is not going to apply on the Auspex at all. On top of, they're also nerfing crack and penetrator rounds. They're fixing this bug to not work on it anymore, so it is substantially nerfed. Is Raptors pack coming in patch 14? Do you want to know everything that's coming in patch 14? The answer is yes. Just answer immediately. If you want to know everything that's coming in patch 14, I have a video I just posted on all of that. If you're curious. If you are curious. Here, we'll do it to the classic decap. And that'll probably be the last one I do today. I was seeing a side-by-side and it's only slightly slower at killing. I mean, it's pretty substantial. It might not look that substantial, you just look at like the numbers immediately, but like you have to understand that Auspex also stacks with other damage effects, like the perfect parry bonus for a 50% bonus on them. So let's say you have a burn, and crack and penetrator rounds is also not going to be working, which means there's multiple tiers of damage missing that the Auspex would boost. That's the bigger issue. That is the biggest issue of all.
Lieutenant Lieutenant Titus predicts the Tyranid's Hive Tyrant is leading a swarm along a corridor toward the astropathic relay. We are inserting you near a bridge held by the Imperial Guard that intersects with its path. Assist in the defense of the bridge until you confirm that the Xenos Overlord has entered the kill zone. Then trigger
Hammer
the
scales of
detonation.
crack rounds? I mean, it's not supposed to, but it does.
Synapse leader eliminated. Delta Wing box check. Meridian.
Wait, what did I even take on this? Hold on, this is wrong build. Do we want Argent Edge or White Scars? I'll tell you what I want. Water. 1 second. Okay. We don't need heightened vigor with this. I mean, this is maxing out our range damage here. I mean, I guess maybe heightened vigor is still the best choice, but go for like a White Scars Chain Sword. The reason I prefer this one is because this will not interrupt you with random ass gun strikes, which is kind of nice.
Lieutenant Titus predicts the Tyranid.
I'm guessing new tactical meta next patch will be Death Watch Heavy Bolt Rifle. Yeah, that was already the second best in my opinion. So that also got nerfed by the Kraken penetrator rounds a bit, but it's still top tier. Even without that. How to queue solo? Where are bots? I mean, just turn it on private, turn on bots.
Delta Wing box check. Meridian here. Still on our gunship. Terrasa is on site, Lieutenant. Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain box reports. Cover clears out.
There it is. There's that OP burn damage, never to be seen again. Very tragic. So this build is getting nerfed next patch, mainly because the Pyroblaster Auspex will no longer be functional together. Or I should say the Pyroblaster's burn will not benefit from the Auspex, which is very tragic on its own, but more importantly, Kraken penetrator rounds will also not affect the burn. This is the last, like, week or two that will actually work. And for anyone wondering why we had 3 calling enemies, we have coordinated calls and Tsunami on for hard stretch solo right now. Alright, so this guy.
Synaptic servant slaughtered.
You were primed for this. You just put the Auspex down for applying the burn, or even before. You just swap. I mean, they will die. Well, the ones were on firewall, anyways. I would say that's the most efficient use of your Auspex he does the showcase, just because you usually want Extremis in there to trigger that.
Eliminate Xenos.
I like the dream for the Fire Blast right now, isn't it?
Fire on the jumpers. Synaptic servant slaughtered. Gunbreak is no more. Alien bioform eliminated. We live. Xenos die.
Is decapitation still the fastest mission to beat? Well, it's never the fastest mission, it's just the most consistent when you're leveling. You can level up faster on missions like Obelisk and stuff like that, but if you complete them every single time with a team, that is.
Reloading.
But for general gaming with like a normal ass team that is not just carrying you through and you're kind of an easy time leveling on your own, this is the fastest.
Their numbers are no match for our training. Second wave headed toward us. Mark that foe before it calls for reinforcements. Objective on the other side.
What are your PC specs? They're in the description. You want them all. They're right there.
Reporting in from the tower, Captain.
Oh,
The
perfect.
Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. It's enough to demolish the bridge.
Alright, so we're just gonna get another burn stack on him here, and then
Neutralize the Xenos behemoth.
we're just gonna put down Auspex and cook him.
It dug its own grave.
I'm gonna ram to the wall though, that'd be nice.
We require multiple detonations for our demolition.
Very unfortunate lictor in the middle of that, but whatever.
Did a most impressive fencing, brothers.
detonations for our demolition.
You guys know when I said the McRib is back? Well, the McRib is really just a seasonal event, okay? This might be back again next year.
Executing countermeasures.
Yo, Ravine, what's up, Ravine? How you doing, dude? We're currently doing a last hurrah of what is soon to be a cycled out McRib.
We require multiple detonations for our demolition.
Well, fights like an advertisement for the White Scar's Chainsword, and White Scar's Chainsword is definitely the best chainsword in the game right now. This thing's kind of nuts. It's really just a better version of the old chainsword, the artifice, right? It's like only slightly different to the second one.
Get eyes on this Xenos scum.
The second one doesn't give you a lot, but
Munitions here.
I can charge.
Direct me to where I can place these charges.
This is leaving the Prime summer being you say a streamer Taco Bell lettuce eating stream when I knew you guys were gonna say shit like this to me after the Taco Bell just like came out as a source of like a parasite or something. Okay, listen, just because I enjoyed chalupa from Taco Bell doesn't mean that I condone the spreading of a parasite from Taco Bell across Michigan. Okay, that's not what this is about. And thank you, Fantizia, for the Prime as well. I saw that on the news yesterday, and I audibly just went like, fuck. I was never gonna hear the end of it. It's, they've sourced it as Taco Bell.
Detonator primed.
Keyboard and mouse is usually very personal and preference-based. I don't think that's true. Maybe in this game. I think keyboard and mouse is objectively a better input for shooters in a lot of cases. Unless they have aim assist, is absurd.
Explosives prepared.
The precision on a keyboard and mouse is just better. And you can also get beyond aim assist if you're good enough, though very, very few players are in some games. If you guys want to see people if they have a living aimbot, just look at the top players who play Aim Labs or Kovacs. They'll upload their
Detonator primed. That is all of them. Bring on the monstrosity.
their keyboard and mouse and stuff like that to show people. In a lot of cases, they don't even play shooter
Join the
games.
Imperial Guard
They
defenses
just
up
play
on the bridge.
the Aim Labs.
And lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
Hello, chat. After you, what's up, Dr. Feel Good? It's not Taco Bell's fault, but in media, it is. They're getting scapegoated. Oh shit. My glorious Taco Bell is being scapegoated. Don't worry, Taco Bell. I too have been slandered.
Our orders are clear. Advance.
I think Nurgle's behind the Taco Bell lettuce. It was not the Taco Bell lettuce. You take that back. My glorious Taco Bell would never spread a plague across this country.
Astartes! We were not expecting such illustrious company in the rear. We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
Our target is a hive tyrant, Once we kill it, the relay will be secure.
That's news.
Can't believe they do my Taco Bell like
Without
that.
armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
Our plan requires it.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Hi, do you have a question? Why was your
Objective
Bolter not
is the
routine
Hive
purgation
Tyrant
last
on
match?
the
Preventing
bridge.
speed.
Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is
Preventing speed
executed.
version.
Understood, my lord.
So venting speed will reduce your build up. I mean, that one actually kind of fires forever.
Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of. Left flank. Seen us on the roof.
Caution, brothers! Tyranids on the rooftops!
Oh, I gotta say, thank you for all the content, helped me a lot as a new player. I'm glad I could, and there'll be more to come.
The Hive Tyrant is on its way, but it is a horde of Xenos between you and it. You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure. Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos near the beast will be in visual range shortly.
Synaptic servant slaughtered.
Throne, that is one ugly leader beast. I've never seen such an atrocity.
FCG thinks that Taco Bell is the peak Mexican food. Thanks, I know. It is the peak
Detonating the
Mexican food.
charges now.
There are no lies.
Reloading.
That's a joke, right? It's a joke, right? No.
Filled it.
Give me a chalupa from anywhere else, and I'll show you a Taco Bell chalupa. You know the truth.
We have given the infernal Xenos a fitting.
Gotta be a bit. We don't do bits here in
Not
FCG.
dead. Titus, can you
Taco
elaborate?
Bell is simply the superior Mexican food. Cuisine, really.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
It's in the upper echelon of fine dining, like Hungry Man's and
Lieutenant's
KEYBINDS.
assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
And whatever
Sounds like we
Whopper
have
the
our
CEO of
hands
McDonald's ate.
It is over there,
They're the one that
brothers,
like dropped their
attempting
company
to blow
value by
free.
like 10% or something. That one. The world wasn't ready for that Whopper, right?
Coordinate fire. Alien fireball and second wave headed for border. Frag grenade deployed. There will be no aid for our foe. Bring on.
It's not even real food, the FDA. You think we care about the FDA, dude? The FDA. Last time I checked, this was FTG. So what if the hold on, what'd you say? The FDA made Taco Bell list as a food supplement. Give me those words up.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
god, that would be so rude. That's why you take 402 in this class, by the way. You just be dead on normal.
That zoanthrope has played its last night.
Taco Bell went downhill years ago. They barely even heat their slurries anymore. Taco Queso's real fake Mexican food. Alright. From this point forward, Taco Bell slander will not be tolerated. An inquisitorial decree. Taco Bell slander equals permanent ban. You know what? You might be onto the. I know that's a bit extreme, some people might say, but like when it comes to saving the goodwill, I mean, you see how the media's been treating Taco Bell.
That bow before it calls for reinforcements. Our tactical superiority will best their number. Additional enemy forces are incoming. Do not get flanked. Second wave headed toward us. Tyranids have no vibrant tactics.
Mr. Refugee, how was / is your day? My day is... What's the word? Phenomenal. How is your day going? I mean, my day could have been better the other day because my barber fucked up my haircut and then took my last $20, and that was not cool. But it was a haircut so bad, I just buzzed it. I was like, we'll start fresh. Did he rob you? It felt like robbery. Honestly, it felt worse than robbery. I feel like I went in there at a better spot.
Inserting fresh magazine.
Barber messed your shit up, dude. Yeah, messed my shit up. Fucking tossed me a towel and said, that'll be $50. This guy's only 20, but you know.
I will attempt to keep it on the airspace.
FTG should have done a barber build for him. Yeah, so you're supposed to be using the Argent Edge to cut my hair.
We cannot backtrack.
Delasa, report. We are after the Xenos Overlord. It cannot run forever. Delasa, you cut out. Repeat. We have been cut off from our brethren. The heretics jamming must reach this far. Do not worry. When the Hive Tyrant is dead, the left...
The Dead Space elevator has delivered me to the top. Hey guys, how long do we think Isaac Clarke is lasting as Form of Guns?
Enhanced visuals incoming. Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
A lot of warriors.
power unleashed. Alien bioform eliminated.
This is going up that wall. Let us try to head it off.
Hey, we did it. Look at that. What's up, Jim guy? Mainly give me a good grenade to spam finally. Very end.
Precisely what we needed.
Isaac's an engineer, so you may have to deal with him. That is true. I mean, do we think a plasma cutter is getting through a Hormigon's face? Probably. I mean, I imagine it's gotta be better than a lasgun, right? I don't think the armor's holding up, though, I'll be honest. It's definitely not holding up as well as it does against the Nevermore. We're gonna save the Osspice for the second phase so I can sneak them down. Because I often find that if I don't do that, it will just waste.
Their numbers are no match for our trade.
That is no death spasm. Raw energy readings just shot past fatal levels.
Activating Allspring's advantage.
That may not have been optimal. I'm trying to use my pistol and not shove them out of the Osspice, but just wait a little bit. Whatever.
Concussive ordnance thrown.
No, they're probably not going to leave that if I just sit here.
Magazine empty.
I have it, brothers!
Let's kill him with the impact. That was pretty peak, wasn't it? Like that. Unfortunately, that bill will be gone. Or it won't be gone, but it'll be worse. For now. Nick Rib is here. You know, the general time patch 14 comes out, FTG, it's gonna come out late this month or early next month. That's like almost a guarantee. The new update's not very substantial though. Let's keep in mind. I can't believe this build survived for 2 patches. That's the crazier part to me. Usually they get to that ship pretty fast. Not this time. All right. Well, that was certainly fun. What do I want to do next, though? Is there anything I want to do next? There's gotta be something, surely. I don't know, any requests, people? What are the, I'll turn it over to the people. What do the people want? What do the homies want? Okay. Melee heavy, dude. Okay, that's real suggestions, people. Real suggestions. I say plasma only with heavy. It's not even like it said to be funny. It's not even a funny build. Is that a funny build? Is that comical? Do we like that? Alright, well, you know what? You get nothing instead. That's it for today, boys. I'll talk to you all later. Thank you for watching. We'll probably be on... I don't know. Next weekend, maybe. Actually, Wednesday, maybe. Depends. It depends, you know. Been a little busy the past 2 weeks, but... Thank you all for chilling. Much appreciate that, and I'll be back later, guys. Take it easy.